to the Dice Dragons Guild. In this hall...
They can't see you. I used to do that a lot.
She can see me, you can see me.
In this hall, we unite under one banner. Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Oh, I got to roll 2.
Never above a 10. Never above a 10.
Oh, I've been rolling real bad, too.
I hope we're not fighting a Kraken tonight.
I am Izzi, your lore master, and today, with me, I have...
Hi, I'm Adam, and I play Eldon. What'd you roll? Oh, I rolled a 9. I forgot about that.
A 9? Oh, that's the same thing you rolled last week. No, it's not. Because I had it as our A, and you're actually E. That's what Ayla rolled last week. A 9 is a 13, though. Cool. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Am I supposed to pick somebody who goes?
Yes, are you new?
I thought we were going around. I thought we went around in a
day, okay?
Every other time we went around in a circle. You go.
Me, go! I am the wonderful, the fabulous Ayla Myrea, played by me, Andrew, Cuba, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And I know you gotta bleep that out, sorry.
I don't bleep shit, we just don't get monetized.
We ain't making no fucking
we got
money today.
last week.
Nope.
Oh, really? I didn't swear right off the bat last week, did I?
Somebody did. Somebody did something, because I thought...
You didn't tell us what you rolled.
I said 8.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
We got sidetracked.
Hi, usually I play Kethra and I rolled a 1.
Oh. That's not great.
That's
It's
setting a
typical.
precedent
That's
here.
okay. That's all right. Get them out of the way.
Okay.
Maybe Pat rolled well.
Hi, I'm Patrick. I play Kai, and I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
You did
Oh, I
roll
got bad
better.
You rolled a whole,
Oh, God. I'm
Okay.
sweating already.
And our final
I am Amanda. I play Iolite, and I rolled a 5.
Oh, all right.
Did I
we-
roll the highest?
No, I got a 9.
Oh.
We didn't break double digits.
No.
Well, you did with your...
And neither did I.
Well, I meant with the straight.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
without.
it was a straight roll.
So,
I
you're
feel
lucky.
like that first roll is never above a 10 for me. Never.
Well,
Did you roll the right dice this time?
Yep, I did. This is usually my good one. It's my nice, smooth, purple, sparkly one.
Not today.
Or is that pink or purple? To me, it's purple.
It's kind of both.
magenta.
I see both in there.
Yeah.
I see colors differently from normal people,
colors.
so...
Well, there's a lot of different ways that you can be following our story, including Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon. You can get early access, maybe. Depending on how well my editing goes.
If she feels like
If
it.
I feel like it.
If she's feeling it.
Pat and I were just talking before how, like, during COVID, 100% D&D was our focus, and now that the real world is kicked in, it's like, we try.
I'm trying.
Try.
Yeah.
Izzy does a
It's
lot still, very
It is
consistently.
a labor of love, and so it needs to fit in with all of the real world stuff that we're doing. But we do have our VODs and our after sessions.
Help
and
us make it big so this is what we do.
Yeah.
This is what we want to do.
You can have badges, channel points, stickers, and other fun stuff. The podcast version is out on Mondays. I'm actually probably going to switch up the way that I release everything so that it's all at once and it makes more sense. But for now, you can check us out on Spotify as well. For merch, which I've got something today. There's 2 of us.
Look at these peasants.
Pat and I are supporting those other people
Oh,
that don't need any
Other
help.
ones.
Gross.
We've got
Peasants.
our
Away with you.
The Holy Trilogy.
Dice Dragon Retro and Live by the Die, Die by the Die motto. You can check
a lot
out...
more dying than anything else lately with all the low rolls.
Oh, yeah. tinyurl.com/DDG merch. And you can check out all of the designs that we have. Cons and events. A big thank you to Monument Studios, who has fully funded their Kickstarter for their audio library called Fantasy Plus. We are using their ambiance and sound effects and music throughout, so you will hear some of that. That is not what is playing right now. That is All Hail the Six by Alexander Miller, or The Boy King of Idaho. You will also hear music from Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech, and Michael Gelfi Studios, and we'll have all the links in the show notes. We are going to King Richard's Fair at the end of the month on 9/29. So
It's already fucking September, holy shit.
If you want to join us or just say hi, we will be there all day, without children this time, and that will be very exciting. I had one more thing I wanted to say, and I thought of it as I was looking at all this, and I didn't write it down, so it's gone. It's gone now. Yeah. Oh, actually, ArmorCon is coming up October 19th. I will be there volunteering all day, so you can go there and check that out. And we're starting to see signups for Captain Con, which is in Rhode Island in February timeframe. And I might run a game. I was thinking like The Hunt, the one that the three of you did. That doesn't require really context of any kind of story. You're just searching for an assassin, and one of the players has a secret mission that the others don't. I don't want to say it out loud just in case, but I kind of thought that would be good to see
Go back and watch it.
how strangers play it. Just kind of wink at one of the people and be like, check out your mission. So I might maybe do it and just see how it plays out with random people. All right. Other than that, I've got nothing else.
Like, share, subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, NBs and gentlethems,
What?
welcome aboard the Tally Ho. I'm Captain Isvele Tallstag, and together with my seasoned crew, we'll be navigating you through the waters to Emporia. Now let me make this clear. Clear as the waters we sail. She pauses. Her gaze sweeps over the crowd. The safety and comfort of our journey are my utmost priorities. She adjusts the steel chain around her neck, a habitual gesture as she continues. You're not on Yamari Island anymore. That's a special place, a safe harbor from the storms of this world. Out here, it's different. The sea is beautiful but unforgiving. But worry not. She raises her voice, her tone imbued with confidence. We are prepared. Isvele holds up a hand. On this ship, we are equipped with the best, most magical and non-magical defenses. We can handle pirates, storms, and any unwelcome sea creatures. In addition, it appears that we have the Woven Fates aboard, who will undoubtedly aid in our safety. Safety is not a mere word here. It's a pact. Yes, a pact between all of us. She pauses, her eyes scanning the crowd as if to ensure that her message is sinking in. This human woman, stocky build, wearing common clothes and a chain that she's constantly adjusting around her neck. Follow our rules, stay alert, and report anything out of the ordinary. We work together on this vessel. And let me repeat, safety is our pact. With a final nod, she concludes, Thank you for choosing the Tally Ho. Rest assured, you're in capable hands. Chop chop. You see the captain of the Tally Ho turns. All of the crew begin shuffling about. It has been a couple of hours, maybe 2, since you launched from the shores or the docks of Yamari, Mosswick City to be exact. Taking a look around, now that the suns have risen to the west, you can see the ship that you are on. It has a... Sorry, why is this not clicking through? Of course, my stuff's not working. Okay, there it is. It has a dark, rich wood, lots of intricate carvings of waves and mythical sea creatures along the railings. There is a deep, vibrant blue on the sails. It really sticks out. And you see that you are amongst the Astrom's End and a bunch of other random folks, as this is a passenger vessel sailing the seas on its way to Aporia.
How many people are on this boat, not counting crew? Like, how many passengers?
Given there's 5 of you, there's 8 of Astrom's End, there's probably like 25 total passengers other than the crew. This music is too low. Right now, everybody is dallying around, except for the crew who have been working hard to make sure that your launch is without any kind of issue. What would you like to do?
We still have all our... Do we still all have, like, our gear on us, or have we been shown to rooms and bunks?
Yeah, it's been a couple of hours. You could have gone down to your rooms and chosen where you want to sleep and all of that.
Do we have a Woven Fates bunk?
Are they bunks or are they hammocks that are just swinging
It's whatever
below
you
decks?
want. Whatever you all want with the details.
I'll
of
trade a
where
bunk
you're
for a
sleeping.
hammock.
Okay.
I would like to upgrade to the hammock level, please. I don't have stuff. It's all in my magical closet.
Okay. Not this one.
Travel light, except for the...
I travel light, except
Except-
super heavy.
Travel light except for the doorknob that's in your pocket.
The doorknob's in my like little travel pouch thing, and it's like I open it up and it's full of shit. And there's still some shit if we need to shove a body in there. I'll make room, but
Okay.
Are we milling about on deck?
Yeah. Eldon's going to make his way to the front, as far towards the bow as he can.
Okay. Yeah, so it's still basically morning. You are not alone at the front of the not alone at the front of the ship.
I'll get in the bow spray.
There is an individual there as you approach a kind of shorter than the average human. As you approach, you can see the ears of this individual are pointed, but then kind of there's a clear mixture between gnome and elf here. So they got the point, but they're also kind of large. And you see this male, half elf, half gnome, kind of standing, looking out towards the direction in which you are headed. And as you come in, he just looks up at you, nods, smoking a little something up at the front.
Just not saying anything, just looking at where we're going.
He looks up. First time on a boat?
Second.
Ah, you're a professional.
Not quite. Yourself?
I've lost count. Lost count at this point. I'm a CRA.
Eldon.
Nice to meet you. Looks like we'll be travel friends for at least a month and a half.
I think the approximate timeline was 40 days.
Yeah. If we're lucky, probably closer to 50. You don't get seasick, do you?
Haven't yet.
Good.
You said you travel a lot on ships?
Ships, carriages, my feet, whatever will take me. Pretty
Where
much always moving.
Where are you from, originally?
Well, I'm from the eastern side, of Cersei. It's kind of to the west. It's not close here. It's all right, you haven't heard.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eldon like has the beach ball of death. He's trying to go through his geography lessons.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's I'm always traveling. Can't stay anywhere for too long, you know. Get an itch. Can't be scratched, apparently.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I always do.
Scratch.
Yeah.
Eldon I just trail off.
Always do. Always do. Yeah, actually, it's good to be out on the water. I have a little bit of a unique situation. I have a little something that's kind of always following me. Keeps me on my toes.
Like what?
Well, looks around, sees that the two of you are the only ones at the front, and you see he pulls out this this necklace that he's wearing, and there's a little, very mundane-looking amulet at the end of this necklace, and it kind of looks like an eye when you look closely at it. So it's metal, but then on the center of it is an eye. Very not obvious. You'd have to, almost like the evil eye kind of thing, where it's inferred. He holds it up. Funny story about this. It's an artifact. I don't even know if it has a name, but a few years ago, probably already been 10 years now that I think about it, I was with a group of adventurers. Paid them a lot of money. And we were searching for this artifact we had heard of, heard about in the books and the studies. And we ended up over in Lundumia and found the cave that this was inside of. And turns out it was real. All of those years of searching, there it was. Didn't take us very long. Just be behind a little statuette. And of course, all of the legends said not to touch it, but who listens to legends in that way? Grabbed it. Well, apparently, not only is this the most amazing artifact, it grants you wishes. Nothing outlandish, but typically when you have something like this and he keeps like twirling it around and looking at it, you're gonna wish for riches. Who wouldn't? Wish for someone to notice you more. But there's a catch. It's cursed. It's a curse I can live with, but many people can't. Every time you use this, and ever since I took it out from the cave in which it belonged and away from its guardian, I'm followed. I have been followed by the creature who wants it back, but see, it moves quite slowly. As long as I keep moving, I can stay ahead of it. But I don't want to get caught by it, because I've seen what it can do. Turns you right on inside out. Just one touch. Watched that happen to one of the individuals. We didn't realize, of course, in the beginning what we had, and on the way out, took our time, turned around, heard something shuffling behind us. They shot at it with arrows and slings. Did nothing. And then walked right up to the little ranger, I can't remember his name, poor fellow, but walked right up to him. He was standing in between, trying to protect me. Clearly the creature was coming at me, and it just moved through him, and as it did, he turned inside out. It was horrible.
Sounds quite horrendous.
It was, yes, it was quite bad. Yeah.
He says as he takes one large step to the side.
I know one ranger that won't be getting between that creature and this guy. I like my insides where they are.
Yeah, so it's been worth it for me. Like I said, yes, I wish for riches and gold, but I can't stay in my homes that I buy with it. It weasels its way in, and I've learned to work around it. I just have to keep moving, and as long as it doesn't catch me. You can't make too many wishes either, because when you wish, it appears that it gets teleported within a certain distance of you to just keep you moving. It's like it finds out where you are.
Let's not make any of those wishes on the boat.
I'll try.
Let's try hard.
Yeah. Yes, it can swim. I don't think it can fly. I've heard tales of an airship that is being developed in Posia by the goblins and orcs and half-goblins and the group there, and I'm kind of thinking that perhaps if I can get on one of those, once it becomes more well-known and more convenient for the average folk, maybe I could just live on one of those. I should be able to escape it for quite some time.
Godspeed, friend.
Thank you.
The hell else do you say to a guy who just dropped that on you?
I have some thoughts that you could say, but
Yes, I mean, I don't fear telling anyone, because do you really want to curse like this? Probably not. I've been willing to live with it, but I have my ways.
No, I have exactly zero interest in
That's what I
being
thought.
chased by a creature that can do that.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so I feel very confident in my ability to remain protected from anyone trying to steal it, even though I can, wish for money or whatever people want. The knowledge that a creature would be chasing you forever keeps people away.
can you not get rid of it?
No, I've tried.
The amulet?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to toss it in the water now,
I couldn't even do it. It will not come off.
would you like me to try?
No, I tried that too. It was a painful experience and it didn't work. But you're fine. You're fine. It's just, I like to tell my tale. A little cautionary tale for would-be adventurers, young folk.
It's an interesting one.
I plan on using at least one of my wishes to keep living forever, so maybe my cautionary tale can impact others as we go.
Again, just no wishes on the boat.
I'll do my best. You never know when a good wish can come in handy. But Yamari was beautiful, and I quite enjoyed it, but then I saw it, and realized it was time to go. Kind of traipsed around the perimeter of the island a bit. Gave myself some time.
Well, I hope we don't come across it.
Oh, you wouldn't know if we did, actually. It kind of changes shape to be unassuming.
Well, this gets better with every sentence you tell me.
Yes, well, don't try to steal it. Yes. Tell your friends.
I will. Actually, I will tell my friends. Creepy little man.
Nice to meet you, Eldon. Pats your elbow.
but
Hey, big guy.
good game. Good
Sleep
game.
tight.
Combination of the magical slug.
The slug, that's what I thought, the snail thing, yeah.
And it follows.
That was what I was thinking of, yeah.
Have a good day. Turns around, walks away, leaves you to look out over the front of the boat as the ocean stares at you.
So I feel like Eldon's like paranoid.
Yeah, he's like looking at it like, fuck, man.
Assuming.
You turn around, look, he's like, turns around, looks at you, finger gun.
Does one of those. That would be a great way to have a magical item that isn't cursed, and you go around telling everybody this story that it is cursed and this fucking
That's
monster
pretty
follows
brilliant.
you everywhere, and nobody's gonna fucking rob you. I want to steal it.
All right, so you are on the ship. Are there any specific things? Astrom's End is there with you. You got a little bit of a better glimpse, I guess, more than a glimpse of the rest of the group of Astrom's End. Now that they're all together, you have seen there is a really kind of boring looking human guy. It's like a dude that every time you see him, you're like, I swear I've seen this guy before, but if you were asked to describe him, you would not be able to because he's just average and boring.
Look at man.
There is a kitsune or fox folk named Takeo who, even as you were going onto the gangplank up to the boat, he kept like bending over and picking up little trinkets and looking at them and then like sticking them in his pocket. Julep and a halfling who, at the same time, like when Takeo bent over to pick something up, she bumped into her. She's like, "What the fuck, motherfucker? Get the fuck out of the way!" And she like kept going. She's just been swearing the whole time. And
Is
then
that how she naturally is, or does she have Tourette's?
you don't know.
A boring man, an OCD fox, and an angry
Sounds
gnome.
like a Pixar movie.
This is the cast of fucking Inside Out.
There's a gnome who never takes off her fedora hat. She's had it on the entire... Even when you kind of got a glimpse of her the first time you met Astrum's End at the on the roof of the Blue Town Station, she always had the hat on, and her name is Droppel. And then Bergaface. He's a half-elf, half-human, and he's got this like lingering smell that you just can't place, and you're not sure if it's good or bad, but it's just always there. And that is amongst the other folks that are there, Zix and Desi, Fernilli, and Yuri.
So you get like the smell of like peaches, and then like when you turn like that smells good, it's like, oh no, that's BO now.
Yeah, you can't really tell what it is, but there's always something there. Any conversations, any things before we do some rolls to see what happens on this first day?
So do you say like the rooms are like for 5-ish people? Is that what you would say?
Yeah,
last
you
time?
all can bunk in the same space.
Would they have to be in more than one room because there's more of them?
Yeah.
Who would be with who? Would we know that by now?
Well, it depends
Just
on what
curious.
you're looking to do.
I don't know. I was just curious.
It is most likely that Zix, Fernilli, Yuri, Desi, and Mori would be together because there's Gary, Takeo, Julep, Droppel, and Bergaface, who have been hanging out in like separate groups. So Mori would be with the other group because there's 5.
Yeah.
Ayla spends the first few hours. First, she went down below and took a bottle of rum from the stores.
Okay.
She climbed up to the first set of rigging and has just been sitting up there with the bottle of rum, her tail holding on, like intertwined with the rigging as an extra hand to not fall in case, and has just been sitting up there.
A spider monkey.
Yeah, just been sitting up there looking out.
Okay. Forward or backward? Like in the direction?
Forward, but
Okay.
from the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Kai, from afar, is just going to start watching Desi because he's a little paranoid.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not creepy at all.
Every time Desi turns, you just sees.
His jacket's like or cape flapping in the wind. Like
Is Kai trying to be...
Just upside down on the ceiling.
He's not making it overt, but he's also not hiding that he's watching Desi from afar.
Okay.
Does he do that smile from the deleted scene of Terminator 2 where he's like,
No, just
Blank. All right. What's Kethra doing?
Kethra, at first chance, ran down to her bunk and is on her bed with her face in a book.
Okay. Yep.
She's like, far too many, so my social battery is low.
Yes. Reading up on... Is there a particular country... Well, not country. Empire or anything that she's starting with?
She's probably going to start with Devenia.
Devenia.
She doesn't know anything about her own country.
Okay.
And Emporia probably next. So that's where we're
Alright.
heading. But she's like, I'm curious. I don't know shit about my own country.
Yep. All right. That makes sense. And Iolite?
I was gonna say Iolite would also be in the bunk, trying to pretend she's not on a boat right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she's actually like drawing, like she's kind of like doodling.
Okay.
She's doodling constellations. She's drawing the Kraken
Oh, all right.
in her notebook.
And Eldon.
He's up by the front of the...
Oh, yeah.
the bow.
Just kind of watching.
Yep, just sitting on some barrels or cargo or whatever. Just literally watching the horizon.
precariously placed crate.
So you're all kind of getting yourselves situated in terms of Desi. At first, he's just hanging around with Fernilli and Zix and Yuri, like that group, and Mori as well is kind of hanging with them. They got together and had a conversation, the whole group, in the beginning, right after the captain gave her little speech. Then Mori went off to go chat with the captain and left the rest of the group there. So Desi and them, they just all started playing
Awfully
cards
whimsical.
together.
This is awfully whimsical.
This is Call to Adventure by Kevin MacLeod.
Adventure.
So they started playing cards, and at a certain point, Desi does see, I mean, if you're not like hiding it, he looks up and sees you, and then he just goes like big smile and wave.
Forrest Gump wave.
And then you see Fernilli, who's always paying attention to everybody. She sees Desi wave at you, so she looks over and she gives a little wave as well and a smile. And you see her kind of like, when Desi looks at, it's just Kai's straight face, no reaction. So he just kind of nods and then goes back, kind of turns his back to Kai a little bit more, and then Fernilli's just watching again the interaction, and she keeps the smile on her face and then goes back to playing. But you can tell that she's used to being a person who's periphery, just watching everything that's going on. But yeah, you don't see like any indication that they are anybody looking at you at any point. Except for Fernilli, who just at this point you would realize the type of person that she is. So the rest of the crew, you know, the ship's first mate, and you see the bosun and the carpenter just kind of doing all of their work. At one point, you hear, those of you, so it would be Ayla and Kai, most likely, you hear the squeal of a pig. And your heart, like, clenches in your chest, and there's a moment where you're like, hold your breath, look down, look around to try to see and hear where it's coming from, that familiar squeal of the pygmy boars that were on Yamari Island. And it's like you get that like tunnel vision that you get when your adrenaline starts rushing, and you hear somebody go like, ho, ho, and then you like stop, turn, look, and you see a group of people all around and start to hear laughing and people like jostling about as there's a little piglet that is just squealing and running in a circle, but in a cute way on the deck of the ship. You see the captain is standing there, and next to her is a forest gnome who is bent down, is like frizzy red hair, and she's laughing, and you see this little piglet that's running around in this circle, and you hear the gnome goes like, Tawny ho, come on, come to me. And you realize that that's like the mascot for the Tally-Ho, is this little pygmy boar that within an hour the squealing gets annoying, but they do follow the bosun, Bimpnotten. They follow her around, and you have a little mascot.
Funnily, a pig that doesn't have face tentacles.
Yeah, this little cute little baby.
Yet.
So, let's see how the first day goes. We've got Eldon, who rolled the highest, if you want to make a d20 on the roll table.
Not in particular. Another 9.
Okay. All right, let us pull up.
This is almost Spielbergian an adventure.
I was gonna say, it reminded me of Hook for some reason. Hook is what came into my head.
Let's see.
Bang ram.
Roll a d100.
Your favorite.
No, I hid those from.
It's like they're gone.
it's,
they're gone.
gone.
You can't even.
Do you have a percentile?
Do you want to? I got.
I have 2d10s, but I don't have a percentile. Oh. 84. Thanks. Just this, it's so rare you need them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you said it, and I was like, I don't remember what percentile are.
I should grab one just in case. Did I doom us all, or?
No.
Oh, good.
Not yet.
Not all of us.
No.
Percentile, just in case.
Yeah, I
One
only
of those.
have one percentile.
That's what I have right here. It's the, yeah, it's the one I use the most.
It's been there 2 sessions now, I think.
Yeah, I used to use the blue. I like the green
I
ones.
think it was a Timu thing.
There's no bugs in it.
No.
Yeah, you know.
Like you notice it.
I just wish I had the same
It's fun.
glitter core that she has in hers. Because hers, mine's like fine. She has like
The chunky.
big, yeah, you have like big chunky glitter, which is nice. Can you just pass it over so I can see?
Yeah.
Just pass one of them is fine. The D20.
Okay. So,
Like, see, it's so much better, and it like floats so much better than this, than that. You know.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta get real close on that one, but I like that.
Sorry, Dean. Dice.
No, you're
Just dice things. Just dice talk. Hashtag just dice things.
So, the day goes by pretty smoothly. It's one of those, one of those where
Thank you,
you
kind
are. Hey, you rolled it.
When I rolled out fucking 1 on the 100 and almost caused us to die.
Mm-hmm. You rolled that
Never
too.
forget.
I remember. You have a very lovely day out to sea. Like, as you're looking up from the front, you can see that there's like a storm way off in the distance, and it's just more beautiful than anything else. Like, the rays from the 2 separate suns that break through different cloud cover, it just, I would imagine that it gives a very beautiful array of colors and the potential for rainbows. Just, I would think 2 suns going through rain clouds. It's a pretty beautiful sight. As the suns set in the west, Eldon, you find yourself actually, I would say the group probably comes together at some point. There's meals, the chef is like very good at what they do, everybody comes together. This is a trade and passenger ship. It is meant for ferrying people back and forth and trying to protect them from anything that it will happen
Almost
out
has
on
like
the seas.
cruise ship vibes almost.
Yeah, not quite, but probably better than what you experienced when you were like zipping through the green tides with the druids and the Devenian ship. They are trying to make your experience as comfortable as possible in a very dangerous place. Ayla, looking out over the water throughout the day from up on top of the rigging, really beautiful sights that you can see way off in the distance, different creatures, and there are moments where you're not sure if they would be hostile or not, but it's just different from home, and it hasn't quite set in perhaps yet that this is a very dangerous world.
We are brought up that it is a very dangerous world. We are a minority people.
Right, but you haven't experienced it yet. This is the first foray, and it's an until you really feel it, it can be hard to know. And so it's felt good today. The sun's set, everybody begins eating and coming up to socialize. The whole group is there. And as you are all sitting at a table, Desi gets up from his seat next to Iolite as he's been talking, who knows about what.
Ayla showed up to dinner with a tri-corner hat that a member of the crew was nice enough to give to her. Maybe a little crush there that he had.
So you're all sitting for your dinner, and you see an individual, a human guy. He looks like he is one of the passengers. He does not appear to be one of the crew. And when Desi gets up, he's like, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just going to go chat with Yuri. Within 30 seconds, this guy comes over and he sits down at your table. And let me go to my names. He doesn't look super crazy, except that he does have he has like a scar that just like runs down to the side of his face, almost like in a curve. But he's dressed pretty commonly. There's nothing that really stands out about him. He's got his little backpack that he has next to him, and he just sits down with all of you. Hey, nice to meet you all. You're the Woven Fates, correct?
And you are?
I am,
This song goes hard.
Zeetbox Beetleborg.
My name is Elkin.
Damn, what they rhyme.
Elkin and Eldon.
It was meant to be.
I heard that you all have done some really great things. You're like deputies of the impenetrable peace and the Valiant.
Yes, keep talking. You're flattering us.
Well, I'm not anybody special, but I was kind of hoping maybe you would be able to help me out a little bit in exchange for gold, if that's what you prefer. That's what I kind of mostly have. I'm a professional gambler. It's kind of what I do. You would not likely have heard of me. But it pays the bills, and I do pretty well with it. I win very frequently, and I'm good at it. Most of the time. But the reason why I sat down to chat with you all is that I've come into a little bit of trouble, and I was hoping that maybe you would be able to help me out with an issue that has risen.
It has only been a day.
No, well, yeah, we haven't really played here on the boat. I mean, up to now. Up to now, I've kind of run into an issue, partly why I'm on the boat in the first place, but what I could really use is protection. Protection kind of, I don't know if that's something that you all do as a side gig, but you're clearly quite strong and capable, and so I've run into an issue where I owe a particular person money who is a bit scary.
They're on this boat.
No, they're not on the boat. They are not on the boat themselves, but I think that somebody who works for them is. It's the Dusk Ridge family.
We all just kind of get up from the table and walk away.
Yeah, I've run up a little bit of debt with them, that the family, and I'm I'm wondering if that perhaps they've sent somebody. I'm off to go to a tournament in Emporia when I get there, and I promised to pay back what I owe, but from the winnings that I will win when I go to the tournament. And I don't think that they believed me quite, and so I just would love if I could purchase your services to protect me from while I'm on the ship.
How deep are you in debt?
Pretty deep. I'm pretty deep in debt. But when I win, even if I come in third at this tournament, it will pay off the debt 6 times over.
Do you not have something of collateral to give them?
Well, I did. We have a long-standing relationship, and it just is not, Currently, the Dusk Ridges are not here for me to plead my case, and so I feel as though perhaps I'm just afraid of looking like an accident, if that makes sense. I don't make it to Emporia and oops, man overboard, I'd be willing to pay you, what would be a fair price? Per day? For the whole excursion?
Perhaps we could talk amongst ourselves for a moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Elkin.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I'll leave you to it. Picks up his backpack and nods and steps away.
Thoughts? I mean, badges?
He had said that there might be someone on the boat. Was there anyone else who thought immediately Cressida?
I doubt that. She's too important to send on a trip this long and that far, only to return to for someone who owes them. Money that, quite honestly, Duskridge is not going to miss.
Right, but it's more about the principle of it looking like they're running away and getting away.
And who else better to hide on a ship than someone who can change?
Again, any hired muscle is able to do this task of throwing that talkative fellow overboard. Now, I suppose the question is, do we try to protect him? Only to spite Duskridge?
I, for one, were off that island, and I don't really feel like crossing swords with anyone from it.
Yes, but his reaches to
Whatever you
where
guys...
you're from, correct?
Just to the north, his family is from there.
I don't want to see the fella get hurt, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, I like helping people, but Duskridge is really, really connected, and we had a really scary run-in with him before, and I'm not real keen on interacting with him any more than we already have, or giving him more reasons to
Put a target on our back.
yeah.
Just gonna make more of a problem for what we're about to do.
I mean, we can prevent the man from being thrown overboard at the very least.
Just out of spite, I'd like to return the favor to Duskridge. He put us through hell. Doesn't bother me giving him a little bit of friction.
I am in agreement. But do we want to spend the entire time watching this individual here?
Yeah, it's like if he hires us, and that's like our job.
Right.
We gotta do that every day.
Can't enjoy this cruise.
It's like a real bummer.
We'll be able to do the buffet in peace.
And the question is, are we just hired muscle? If he's already run out on paying a debt to one person, how much money does he have?
And nothing prevents him from not paying us as well.
I have a feeling our payment would come from the winnings of that Emporian tournament that he was talking about.
If it's real, or if he doesn't just take off. We don't even know if he really is a professional gambler. Maybe he's just a professional liar.
Same thing.
That being said, I don't think that he can hire us, but I don't want to let somebody just get killed while we're on the boat. Adds extra attention.
Very well. We can tell him that we are not for hire, but we will not let him get thrown overboard.
Keep a casual eye. Pro bono.
And tell him it's probably best not to go places alone. It's a small enough ship. Usually someone nearby.
Yeah.
And if he wants to give us something after, that's nice too. But we're beholden to him.
Okay.
Maybe call
What
him
do
back
you
over.
think, Kath?
I don't give a shit about him.
Fuck that guy.
He's about to pitch
Let's
him.
kill them ourselves.
What's in the bag?
Yeah, what's he gonna back?
If he's running from someone like Duskridge, what means to say he's not running from someone else just like him as well? We have bigger things to worry about than to be worrying about his stupid, pithy little gambling life.
Well,
I'm not putting myself in the line of fire for him. He made his bed, he can lay in it.
I think that settles it. We're not about to let someone get murdered, but it's really not our problem.
All right, you call him back over. He sits down and he puts his little backpack down near his legs and looks at you all like, all right, yeah. So,
We are not for hire as protection. And we are
Oh.
simply passengers here on this ship.
okay, all right. Yeah, no, I understand.
That
I
being
understand.
said, we will not idly sit by and let harm come to you if we see it.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
We suggest to you, try not to be alone anywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but you know, it's always helpful when you kind of know that somebody's gonna be there. I mean, is it about money? I can pay you a little bit now so that you can see that I'm good for it.
It is simply a low profile thing.
All right. I'm not sure I understand because, you know, it's my life at risk and...
We don't care.
Oh, all right. Okay.
She doesn't.
All right.
What kind of gambling do you do?
So it's called Three Dragon Ante, and I'm pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I could also show you all how
Oh,
to...
I have one of those.
Oh.
And I mean, I have a few different games that I'm pretty good at. There's that one, and and then he lists off a couple of other ones that he's good at that I have, but I don't have in front of me. You know, mostly cards and dice, but I'm good at it. So you're saying no, you won't actively help me, but you will passively help me.
That is a good way to put it.
All right. There's nothing I can do to, like, pay you a little bit, or I would feel, you know, more safe actively being helped than passively.
So, like, do you want, like, a bodyguard? Like, you want someone with you all the time?
That would work.
Is that what you're looking for here?
I mean, yeah. If, you know, if one person wants to do it or rotate.
I'm not doing it.
And what tells you that we're not one of Duskridge's people?
He stops and looks at all of you.
Hypothetically.
I guess I just assumed that, Impenetrable Peace and the Valiant. I don't know. The mayor seemed to like you.
Although the mayor does like us, Duskridge's influence runs quite deep, even into political spheres and law enforcement.
Well, are you...
No, we hate the bastard.
Oh, all right. Okay, yeah.
But I would also be careful about who you approach as well.
Okay. All right, good to know. But, all right, so then, just so I'm on the same page, no, you're not going to help me.
We're not gonna not help you.
If I'm
He's
active,
so
if
wise.
I'm
We're trying so hard to have it both ways.
so if you just happen to see me like getting killed by somebody, you might stop them.
We'll definitely stop them if we see them doing it. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for your time. Stands up,
Oh, I think he's mad.
walks
at us.
away.
Thanks for
Should we point
nothing.
him to Astrum's End?
Oh.
We might have.
They're real mercenaries.
we may have a referral for you.
He stops and turns around, and looks at you. On the ship?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're not the only mercenaries on the ship.
We're not mercenaries.
Okay.
Non-mercenary
We're not the mercenaries on the ship.
Not for hire mercenaries.
Yeah. All right.
That table over there.
All right. I'll go talk to them.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
There could be like a kickback. If
Yeah, we'll get
you
10%.
hire
We
them.
get
A
10%.
finder's fee.
Finder's fee.
He walks away.
I feel good about that.
Right? I thought it was a good idea, the referral thing. He's going to turn around and walk away, and a arrow just...
He walks by, someone's like,
It's the one person that's not us or
Yeah.
Astrum's End or an employee of the ship. We should have known that guy was suspicious. That's the only guy nobody knows.
The curse guy.
Okay.
All right.
We probably should figure out what we are. I do not think that's going to be the last question. I mean, or perhaps once we are off the ship, no one knows who we are, so that would be good, I suppose. But again, what are we exactly? Are we mercenaries now?
I suppose that's the closest thing to what we are.
Very interesting.
I know none of us decided one day that we would be sellswords. Kind of fell into it.
So that brings up the conversation that do we accept these jobs that are approached to us? Do we want to be muscle or find lost puppies or whatever the hell people seem to think we are capable of doing? Or do we just simply stay on task for the shards?
I think we should be very discriminating in what we do.
Ah, yes.
Who we do it for.
High-end mercenaries. I like that. That is what we are.
Exclusivity. Yeah.
We should come up with contracts.
I thought you were going to say something. That's why I looked at you. I thought you were going to say
I
something.
thought you were. That's why I looked at you and I thought I stopped your train of thought, so I looked away.
I do not want to cause much trouble on this ship, especially being here for 40 days or more. But when we reach the mainland, I suppose we will see what comes.
I mean, eventually we're gonna have to find a way to fund this little excursion.
Well, not for nothing, but I don't think that guy could pay us what we wanted now anyways. It would be a future debt, which he's kind of shown to be incompetent at paying back, if Duskridge is anything.
Valid.
I like the way that you were thinking. Exclusive, discriminatory. We have to choose the right jobs in order
Yes.
to keep the right reputation.
That is below us.
Saving lives.
Saving riffraff and gamblers.
He gambled his own life away. I'm a keeper. We're supposed to help people in need, but
And we are. Should he be thrown overboard?
I know.
Some of
I'm
us
not
can...
getting him, but
No. Yes, we will throw a net out. We'll catch him. We will not let someone bring a knife to his throat. I'm not staying up all night watching him, but
It's difficult. It goes against most of what I was taught. But if I've learned anything on this journey so far, is that nothing is ever quite what it seems. So I have a feeling that there's more to this Elkin and his problem than he's letting on.
perhaps.
My grandmother once said, people will come to you in need, but if you're always there when they need it, they're going to rely on it instead of finding the answers themselves. So you have to choose.
Good wisdom, I would say there. Well, if we are mercenaries now, perhaps we should keep an eye on our new traveling companions and learn from their lead, I suppose, on this interesting new trade we are taking on.
Looking past everyone, does Elkin go over to Astrom's end?
Yeah, he does. He goes over and sits down. He sits down next.
He just like points at us.
It's like, yeah, Duskridge hired us.
Yeah. So if you sit and watch for a moment, you see him sit down, and like they're close enough to you, but it's a little bit loud on the deck as everybody's like, you're having like a dinner under the stars kind of situation in the middle, and
All of our salt and pepper shakers are.
yeah, and you watch the interaction. They Maury, as always, very diplomatic, just kind of like nodding, looking, and then like when you see that he's explaining what has happened, Maury just like, oh, and then like places his hand on his hand and pats it, and then
he's good at this. He's a lot better than I said this.
and you know he's talking to
Beat
him.
it, scrub.
We are new. We are new to this.
You see Zix like stands up from the table at a certain point, starts scanning around, and he's got his big smile, and then he sees you all looking and he smiles and just nods his head, and then just starts looking like real like tough, and then but then you see that Maury just kind of like shakes his head and explains something, and Elkin is looks a little downcast, I guess, as he nods and then stands up from the table and looking really nervous. He
Fuck all of you on this boat.
Well, they said no. It's probably the right thing that we said no then, because they also were a little...
They have
Sus.
meatheads that they can spare.
Yeah. They're not willing to spare them, so...
they have a mission though.
So do
They
we!
have a particular mission. Well, now you have a mission. That's their mission.
We only have
my
one
mission.
meathead we can spare.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
Because you're the tankiest thing we have in this group.
The ranger.
I know, it doesn't really
Yeah,
bode
but-
well, right?
The ranger that stays in the back shape. That's the tankiest thing.
It's not good. We need somebody else.
As the dinner ends, anything that you all want to do, or
The only thing I was thinking is, because I just happened to notice it, is there anyone playing chess on the boat that Kai notices?
The gambler.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you really gamble on chess?
Gamblers can find a way to gamble on anything.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you can definitely have people who like bet on the. who's
They can
gonna
have a
win and how
line
many
on like
moves
how many
and-
pieces are taken, or just
How
overall who
long.
wins. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do it.
Yeah, I mean they're. I can pull up a rando.
An over under on how many moves it takes to get the checks made.
Kai's only tool proficiency is a
Oh, I don't even know.
Chess.
dragon chess set.
Yeah, you see there is there's a dwarven guy who's sitting off at one of the tables, but on the edge, and he's playing chess by himself, just kind of like testing out different ways of moving the items around if you go approach him.
You're looking for a player too.
He looks up. He's an older dwarf, probably like human-wise. You're looking at maybe in his late 60s. He has like his beard is braided, like 6 different braids that are then all braided into each other, and there's little rings in between holding together, very gold. And he looks up and he says, "You play?"
I have in the past. Been a little while.
"Please sit down. It'd be good to play against someone who knows how to actually play. I'm not teaching them. Come, sit.
What's your name?
I'm Leeson.
Kai.
Nice to meet you. Well, let's get to it. Do you have a preference?
No.
All right, you can be. Shit, I forgot who goes first. It's been a
White.
while. White. You can be white. You can go ahead and roll an intelligence check against Leeson to see who is going to. Oh, well, that was bad.
19.
19 against a 1. Yeah.
Do I get to add my proficiency because I'm
Yeah.
proficient?
Yeah.
Oh, so then
You just stomped him into the ground.
22.
You already checkmated.
I'm trying to remember what the move is when you move your bishop. Yeah, what is it?
Castling.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Or no, it's with the
Move
the
out
rook.
a pawn, and then you pull out your bishop, and you block them in. What is that called?
King.
The king to the rook is castling.
Castling.
It's the only time you can move 2 pieces at once.
So you get started doing a few moves. It's almost he doesn't say anything, but it seems as though maybe he might be pulling punches in the beginning to try to see how you're doing.
Where I'm at.
Yeah. So you take his we'll say he loses a knight, a couple of pawns, and probably one of his bishops, and then he's like, all right, roll another one.
10.
Okay, goes to his 13. So you see him start to fight back in the second. So you want to get 3 successes before he does. So that's 1 success for him. I'm just gonna keep track over here. All right. A 15.
That's a 4.
Ooh,
Natural 1.
ooh. You lose your queen at this point, and he just kind of looks, and he doesn't say anything. He's not being arrogant about it. He just places it to the side, and it seems very focused. But it's looking a little precarious. That is a dirty 20.
It's 11.
At a certain point, he kind of stops and looks up at you, and then the final moves where it's like he says like checkmate in 3, and there's really nothing that you can do to stop it.
You.
But he smiles and he says, "It's great to play. Do you want it to go again?
Best of 3.
Do you want to roll, or do you want to just?"
No, we can just.
Okay. Happy to roll and see if you win one of them. That's fine.
Everybody's like, ooh. You taught me how to play chess once 10 years ago. I have no fucking memory of how to play chess.
All right. So, end of the night.
Whatever crew member is playing their fiddle or whatever on Ayla's
I thought you were going to say,
dancing.
are there any crew members that are blue?
It's day one. Of course, I have eyes out.
They started off with something very kind of melancholy, just as everyone was eating, just something to like eat nicely too. And then when you start dancing, they pick it up a little bit. And the first night is good. The first day, as you're all getting ready for bed, at the end, you see Asire. He looks over at you, Eldon, just nods, winks, and heads into like his bunk.
Still cursed.
Don't touch it. And as we roll into day 2, actually, I'm going to have Ayla go ahead and roll me a d20 as we roll into the break, just so I can prep to see what you're going to get.
1.
Okay. Roll me a d6, please.
D6.
Yep.
At least it wasn't
3.
A 3.
I just care it wasn't me that did it this time.
All right, and that, as you wake up on the second day, looking out into the ocean of the green tides, it'll be at least another 4 days, if all goes well, before you'll get to the next island, which is Rosecaster Isle.
Do we get like a land excursion?
These are all
You
days
do.
of fun at sea.
Isn't that where
and then
the
you
Yeah,
get-
wine was from? Rosecaster?
The rum that Callie wanted was from Rosecaster Isle.
That's a
Something.
It's
deep cut you pulled right there.
Yeah, that was nice.
And that is where we will take a break. All right, we return. I'm actually going to speed things up a little bit and say that a couple days have passed.
Day
so,
39.
You are, we'll say, like, it's been a couple of days. The weather has been working out for everybody. You have spent most of your time just eating really good food from the chef, who comes up to greet you now and again. But you can see that as day 2 had gone by, the captain was looking a little bit like she kept a smile on her face, but definitely keeping an eye out for things, and just warns everyone not to get too comfortable. It's something is bound to happen, but the weather is cooperative. The sunsets are fantastic. There's nothing blocking your view on those days. At the end of the day, everyone kind of gathers over. Not the ship's crew necessarily. They see these sunsets all the time. But the rest of the folks all kind of gather over on the edge to watch. And it's a nice, calm, quiet evening.
Each morning, Eldon and I'm going to get up and go to the bow.
Okay.
And just look, just watch,
Okay.
see where we're going. And then when the sun's set, every day I'll make my way to the stern, to the back of the boat.
Yep.
Have you dismissed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's not there.
I didn't know if
He's in a hammock.
Yeah, tucked in a hammock somewhere or something for the whole trip or whatever.
Yeah, I had to dismiss him to get on the boat.
To get on, but it's been
Yeah.
2 days, so I didn't know if
So
he was
every
back
morning he's hanging up at the front, and then at night when the suns go down, he's doing his thing in the back.
Okay. The second morning when you're hanging out the front there, you see, or while you're standing there just watching, you notice that there's right in front, there's a little, what looks to be like a little shrine almost. It's a little bowl, ceramic, maybe porcelain bowl that has what appear to be offerings. There's coins, there's like a feather that appears to be maybe made out of wood. There's all these little kind of trinkets that are in this bowl. And as you're standing there contemplating it, in that moment, the first mate, Bayro, he's a half-elf, half-dwarf, stocky, broad-shouldered, meticulously styled white hair, and like perfectly fitting clothes all the time. Lots of gold and silver rings. He comes up and he says, leaving an offering to the Sentinel?
The Sentinel?
Yeah,
I'm not familiar.
right there. And he points to the front of the ship where the figurehead is. And this is the first time you're really paying attention to the figurehead. She is a white, it's like a not typical mermaid or anything like that. It's almost like, it looks as though it's made of stone. This white woman, probably human, could be something else, about double the size of a person from a width and height standpoint. And it's a magically animated statuette, basically, of a young woman with this flowing dress that kind of blends into the hull of the ship. And she's holding a spyglass that looks out over in front. And it looks like the wind is kind of like moving her dress as you're going forward. And Bayro says, we call her the Sentinel. Once a day, the captain is able to speak a command, and she will point us in the direction that she believes is the safest. We leave her offerings so that we can boost our luck, as she, of course, points us in the direction, but the sea is fickle, the winds are fickle, and it can change at any moment, so the captain uses it sparingly, has to choose the right point in the day. It's just a little superstition. There's a lot of it out here.
Reach into his pack and pull out a single gold piece. He'll just drop it in.
Good man.
Let's hope for the best, huh?
Indeed. You see he does the same, except he just takes one of the rings off of his fingers, drops it in. He kind of goes down on one knee, and you see him whisper a little something, putting his hands down on his knee. And then he gets up. He says, "The Sentinel knows." And then he turns around and goes back. Anything anyone's doing day 2? Otherwise, it's just a quiet day. It's nice. Day 3 passes without any issue. You see that the captain, she's standing behind the wheel, looking out, paying a lot of attention. You see the rest of the crew's getting a little bit like antsy, like it's been a while and nothing has happened, which is not typical. You do at some point see what looks to be maybe like a pod of whales out a little bit further. It's hard to tell how far away, but you can see them within a mile or so. But it's just a quiet day. And the sun's set.
Everybody's like bated breath.
Yes.
Again, Eldon will head to the stern.
Okay.
Do his thing.
Interesting person are you going to meet at the stern?
You don't know.
I think Iolite's gonna, after a day or two, talk to Desi to ask him something.
Okay. Yeah, Desi has been making it like he's yo-yoing between your group and whatever if people are hanging out together, and then his group. So he's easy enough to find, as he probably hangs out with your group on this particular evening. The suns are starting to set, and you find him on the side of the ship just looking out.
How's it going?
Good, good. I'm very happy that you're here and that everybody else is here. It's been pretty quiet so far.
Yeah. You enjoying boating?
I'm enjoying being a passenger on a boat and doing nothing that's related to boating specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he raises the drink that he has in his hand and takes a sip. The food's good.
Yeah. Good food, good company.
Yeah.
How's Maury been?
He's good. He's right over there. And Maury is with the rest of the group. They're just kind of chatting and playing games periodically, laughing.
Yeah. Has he said anything about those shards that he has?
No, he doesn't really bring them up.
It's just kind of like close quarters, so I didn't know if if they're on this boat somewhere. It's not a very big boat.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got them. We don't have all that much interest in him on the day-to-day, so nobody really asks about him. I'm sure he has them, though.
You don't ever see him go to like a particular spot where he might like have things, or...
No, I kind of lost my sneakiness like without you by my side.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's not something I've been practicing really since joining this group. Don't really like spy like we used to. But why, you want to go try to find him?
Maybe.
He looks over at the group where Maury is and the others. I mean, we could also just ask him.
No.
No.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We could go take a look, but like, what if you found them? Then what would happen?
I don't know.
You
It'd
might
be cool to find out, though.
Might be, but it also might be not great because I remember that they kind of had an effect on you, like a pulling effect. What if you're not able to help yourself and I'm not able to stop you?
Help myself?
Yeah, from binding with them or something.
I have self-control. I have been through a lot and matured a lot and grown up a lot since then.
Yeah.
As have you. We don't even have to touch them. I've been thinking about them a lot, and I know they've got to be here somewhere.
Yeah.
Why does he get to know? Not
he's
anyone else.
He's the leader.
But what if something happens to him? Shouldn't someone else at least know where they are?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get
I
what
mean,
the
I
big
bet
secret
Fernley
is.
knows, but
Really?
probably she seems to know everything.
Yeah. Would you ask her?
You would ask her right now.
No. Like,
Oh.
maybe sometime when it's not, like, obvious.
Yeah, I can ask her if she knows.
Yeah.
Where they are. That would probably be safer than, like, if I got caught trying to go through his stuff. If you get caught, it's a little bit different because he needs you, but like me, who am I?
What do you think you would do if he caught
Well,
you?
I'd get in trouble, and I don't really want to get in trouble.
In trouble? In trouble?
I'd get yelled at. I don't want to get yelled at. You want to get yelled at?
Desi, you've changed.
When it was my
You
mom,
used to be cool.
Yeah, I like
A
smoking.
little afraid of getting yelled at?
when it was my mom and my dad, it was one thing. But I've seen what all these people can do. I don't want to get yelled at.
Okay. Well, maybe ask Fernelli then,
All right.
when you get a chance.
So you want to know where the shards are,
Just where they are and how to access them.
and if there's anyone guarding them at a particular time between the hours of
If she mentions it, that's a great information to have.
All right.
Just in case. Insurance policy.
Yeah. Well, I'm the newest person here, or one of the newest people here, so she might not trust me enough.
Fernelli?
I don't know. I'll ask her. I don't want
She
to.
likes
but-
you. She'll
yeah,
tell
she
you.
does. We're good friends.
Yeah. Friends.
Everyone's friends with Fernelli.
Yeah. You like being friends with her?
Yeah,
Are you close?
we are.
Hmm.
Are you close with Kai?
As close as one can be with Kai, I guess. Without being Kethra.
Guy in the corner like this.
Lightning crashes.
He's on the ceiling.
Well, maybe you can do me a favor while I'm doing you a favor and ask him to stop staring at me. Because it's freaking me out.
Okay, deal.
All right. That's what he
Outside
has.
the porthole, bouncing on the outside of the ship. looking through.
Like a spider. Skitters away.
All right, it's a deal. I will get you your information. You will get your friend to stop staring at me.
Yes.
I know he's afraid I'm going to say something, but like, who am I going to tell? These people?
I don't know.
Then
Kai's-
you get mad and you yell at me, and I don't want you to yell at me. That works out in your favor that I don't like being yelled at anymore.
I'll remember that.
Well, and then there's a hit to the ship. You feel yourself like list a little bit to the side, everybody, as the ship just kind of tilts slightly, and you hear the captain yell out, "We're under attack! Everyone to the stations!" As it kind of comes back. You, at this point, it's like a snap. Everybody who works for the captain begins to getting into their battle stations. You see everybody else on the ship, like Astrum End, they're all holding on to the side. Where is everybody right now? So you're at the back of the
It's
ship.
nighttime.
The suns
Or-
are going down. It's
yeah.
like if you look off to the west, it's almost blinding you. Like you can't see off to that side.
I think Kai would probably be on the main deck, as you said. The sun's going down.
Ayla's in the galley.
Okay.
She
There are a
made
few
friends
people
with the
down
chefs,
So doing
the
who?
cooks. No, she is occasionally lending a hand and telling stories and listening to stories and laughing at other lame jokes.
What's Kethra doing?
And Kethra is probably still in her bunk reading.
Okay.
We guys
Feel
left
She's in the bunk for the duration.
Everything shift. Your bunk swings a little bit to the side, and you from it's further down where the bunks are. You actually heard a loud crash, bump, like thud against the side of the ship, further away from where you're at. That definitely like shook you out of reading the book. The captain yells, "They'll be coming from the west!" As you see...
Sorry, this is my one.
Hey man, it happens. I'm just happy it wasn't me this time. That's all.
You see Astrum's End start to... it's almost like they get into some kind of... Not formation, but they check in with each other to see who is where. Do they have everybody? Desi grabs onto you to hold you and make sure that you don't fall. And you see a spear that goes flying up almost across the deck and like hits the side of the ship on the inside, like the wall, so that you don't fall over. And just
The
sticks
gunnel.
in there. Huh?
Gunnel.
There you go, the gunnel. And it sticks in there making like noise. And you see one of the ship's crew, we'll say the first mate, he goes, Sahwagin! Sahwagin! To the east! And everybody starts to prepare. I need everybody to not roll initiative because I have your initiative already. We are going to, as you look down over the edge of the water, we're going to say actually the west is the back here. That's the east, north, south. You see Eldon. I'm just going to move you. So Eldon is in the back.
I don't know why I'm picturing that we're being attacked by the little coconuts from Moana. When she said like the spear, isn't that what they do? That they shoot like a big spear to hook the ship.
You can put yourselves wherever you would be. I don't know where you would have been, but and this is just a representation. This is not a full thing of what the ship actually is.
I'm here with you.
Probably.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just say she looked it up real quick.
It takes a few minutes of everybody getting themselves together, but you then there's another hit to the ship and everyone is like sliding and holding on. You don't see, nobody goes flying off. They're not very strong. They're more warnings, like preparing.
Has the ship stopped?
No.
Okay.
No. So as you're looking over, we'll say, Eldon, you kind of like look over the side and like the rays from the suns, they're coming mostly from the western side. You see a fin that crests out of the water. Probably, we're going to go with like, from what you can see, maybe about 4 feet wide and 4 feet tall.
Triangular fin?
Yes, triangular fin.
Boy, that's not good.
That that comes up out of the water and then goes down. You hear Bayro yells again, "They have a giant shark! Prepare!"
I don't know why that sounds comical. They got a giant shark!
Giant shark! You see the first individual who pops their head up out of the water from behind the ship. You see several more that begin coming around the sides.
These fuckers.
These are not them.
Oh.
These are just what I have representing them. The creatures that you see are kind of humanoid. It's hard to see them in the water. Their heads bobbing up and down. Their heads have these fins that take up the majority of their heads. You can't see any ears. Their mouths are almost like when they open them and make this like horrible noise to communicate with each other, this screeching noise. They get almost into a circle, like a
lamprey?
Like when more like a shark when they open up their mouth and it's, I guess, an oval, and sharp teeth, like shark teeth. And they have spears. You hear the captain who yells, "Get down under the boat! Take care of the shark! The rest of us will take care of the Sahwa." So, Eldon, you are first. This is what you see, is these 5 creatures. But you also see other folks on the ship prepping themselves to actually jump into the water.
People are actually prepping to jump into the water?
Yep. A couple of the ship's crew that appear to be their fighters are prepping themselves to go in.
That's ballsy. I will use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on that first, the one that's closest to the stern there.
Okay.
He'll unsling his bow and he'll take a couple shots. It feels so strange because like we haven't had combat in so long that
Fought
I'm
in a
like,
long time.
what do
Yeah,
I
they're
do?
probably about 30 feet ish from you. 35, 40 feet.
Okay. And Hunter's Mark is a D6 if I hit. It's a D10. 10 plus 10 is a dirty 20.
That hits.
So I need a D10 and a D6. That's 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And we'll do it again. 25.
Yep, that hits.
Nice. 18 points of damage on that one.
You see the second arrow that it like slides in and it makes this screech and disappears under the water.
Does it?
Like you see blood.
Okay, so I see like
Trail
a
up.
big like pool of blood. Alright, cool. I'll just shoot it. He'll just yell, "One down!"
Okay.
Sorry, Izzy, could I ask? I forgot I was gonna do it, but when the spear hit, could we have Kai summon his shield? At
Okay.
that moment?
Sounds good. Next up is Ayla.
So I'm going to bonus action give the 4 of us 8 temporary hit points. Little shimmity shim shadoo.
Okay.
So there's 2 dudes in the water here. Is
Yep.
that what I see?
Mm-hmm.
Just 2?
That you can see right now, yes.
What are they doing in the water? Are they throwing spears, shaking fists angrily?
They appear to be readying to attack you. Yeah.
Like throwing something, or are they trying to climb up the side?
The ones that you can see right there look like they're going to be trying to throw stuff.
Okay.
They've got spears in their arms. In their
I'm just gonna cast a firebolt at them.
Firebolt.
Isn't that what I said?
I'm just confirming. Bolt as opposed to ball.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I said.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Which one are you doing?
Spear? That
Or
guy.
that guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
that guy.
All right.
I said firebolt.
It's not the T.
It's
It's
the
the A versus O that you fuck up.
The vowel.
You always say fire bolt.
Firebolt. Firebolt.
Bolt with
Bolt.
an O.
Bolt.
Oh wait, I gotta roll a d20 to see if I can.
It's been a while.
19 plus 7.
That hits. Yes.
The middle.
There you go.
8 fire damage.
Okay. All right. You hear a little squeal, and this one ducks under the water. Out of sight. All right. Next up, we have Iolite with a 7. I'm like, who is? Oh, I guess we're dropping all the way down there.
This is music from that Fantasy Plus.
Mm-hmm.
You got some bangers.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do a guiding bolt at this guy.
Okay.
At level 9.
Okay. It like slides over, like it was right there, and then ducks down, and it kind of hits the water and disappears. You see a little mote of light that fades into the darkness.
All right. That's a disappointing return to combat. I will do bonus action starry form
Okay.
and shoot an arrow in the archer form at him.
Okay.
Oh,
Desi steps back as you transform, and he just kind of nods, like,
Nice. Nat 20
Oh, shit.
Nat 20. All
plus
right.
6.
Roll your damage.
Yeah.
He nods, you make eye contact, nod back, and then whew, that arrow just finds its mark.
6 points of radiant damage.
Total?
Yeah, because it's only 1d8.
Don't you roll 2? You rolled 2 because you got a nat 20, right?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Double your
that.
dice.
Yeah. All right, then. Let's roll this one again. 6 plus 9.
All right, there you go. All right, this one gets hit, and you see it sink down. Another squeal. Thanks.
The cat in the water.
Okay. Are you moving? Are you staying put?
I'll stay put.
Okay. Question for you. What kind of druid is Desi? His parents were forest? No.
Star and forest.
Star and forest. What would Desi be?
I'm gonna say I always pictured him rescuing her using like vines coming down, so I feel like maybe he's forest. I
Okay.
picture him being forest.
Something
too.
out of left field, like we were talking about people making redheads. It's like he is a rock druid.
He's a spore, circle of spores, mushroom druid.
Okay. Are you staying put?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next up is the Kai.
The Kai.
Okay, so Kai, this will be the first time anyone has seen. He had summoned a shield that he had commissioned while still on Yamari. It's attached to his left arm. It appears to almost have spikes pointing up in the back until he bends his arm like this, and it fans out like a metallic fan, but it looks like feathers.
Ooh.
And he will hex, not Hexblade's curse, but hex this one.
Okay.
And he will Eldritch Blast. He's not getting in the water. Ooh, does a 14 hit?
14 does hit. Yes.
All right. That's 8, 9, 10, 11 points of force damage and an additional 5 of necrotic for 16 total.
The Eldon in me tells you to use a lonely kobold.
He doesn't want to use this one. More of like a magician, but we'll pretend it's you already. I'm pushing it out of the way.
Hey,
Get out of here.
You know Desi would be right next to Ayla.
On the
so
other
sorry,
side.
It was
So 11 points of
Bookends.
force and 5 of necrotic for 16 total.
okay.
And if it's still up,
It
he's
is.
gonna Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
That's 21 to hit.
Yep.
So that's 13 force damage, and oh wow, I rolled max on both, and then an additional 6 necrotic for another 20.
Overkill. So, why don't you describe what folks would see with that?
So the first hit would have almost like stunned it, like pushed it back in the water, followed up by the second one that almost looks like it drives it like into the water, where there's almost like a separation in the water. He's moved down like so fast into the water.
You see a couple of the folks, like Astrum's End they're preparing themselves. You can see like Fernilli is starting to whisper something, and Mori looks over at you, Kai, and just nods approvingly. Kethra. Oh, are you moving, by the way? Sorry.
No, he'll stay where he is.
Okay. And what is Kethra doing?
That's your way.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I can see this.
What's up, buddy?
Right here.
Yep.
So
Our
instead
beards
of
are
just
gonna
going
interlock.
full scorched earth, which is going to kind of scorched earth, I'm going to moonbeam him right there.
Okay.
Cast Moonbeam.
Thought you were gonna jump in and become another giant shark.
That was an option. I decided not to jump into the water yet. I was like, not
No,
yet.
no, like bear cannonball.
No, not bear cannonball. I had a different cannonball in my. Then I was
Bring
like,
a bear to a shark fight.
exactly. So I was like, I'm not going to jump in yet, if necessary. She will, if necessary.
All right. Roast it. I'll give it to you so that you can put it where you want it.
Roast this guy.
All right, Moonbeam. I think it is.
Was that guy dead?
Yeah, he's gone.
That's right.
At the start of his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else? You're just gonna stand there and kind of hold it. Is Moonbeam concentration? Or
Yes.
Okay, so you're just holding that there.
Mm-hmm.
It is now their turn. You see right now several more that cannot honestly be represented. All. There's probably a dozen or so that their heads all pop up out of here, and they start to climb very quickly up the side of the boat. When also that happens, so first I'm gonna actually, if you wouldn't mind rolling the damage for. Oh, is it a save? It's a save.
It's a con save. 15.
That is a 6. So he does not save against it. So I'll have you roll the damage. Just as you're doing that, there's another hit from the side of the boat on the side that Iolite and Ayla.
Not bad. 10.
10. Okay. 10 damage.
Yes.
It squeals in the water. You hear it make some kind of gurgling noise that the others, there's gurgling that happens up on the front, and that's when everybody else kind of looks and sees. As they're climbing up, the boat tilts, and I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's one of my strong suits.
Okay, we got 20 right there. What do we get?
16.
Okay, you're able to hold on. I would say Desi is actually holding on, like as you go to slide, he grabs onto you. Ayla.
25.
Grab onto the side and kind of are watching these creatures that almost look like they're like Swamp Thing, but oh no, what am I thinking of? I'll show
Toxic
you.
Avenger.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of a
Creature
parody
from
of
Black
Swamp Thing.
Lagoon.
Yeah, they're just it's like your traditional fish folk, like what you would picture a fish man to look like,
The
but
creature
scary.
From the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Big
Yes.
web fingers and like,
Green skin.
almost like fin ears.
Yep, exactly.
Actually,
That
I
is
have
what
one
they
of
look
those
like.
Old school
Like the
statues.
1950s.
No, well, yeah, but it was from the 90s. You hit the button and it would like move. The eyes would light up.
Yeah, let me see if I can find you a picture.
Have you watched Invincible?
Not the second season
No,
yet.
the first season.
Yes.
Their version of Aquaman, where it's just a fish guy.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what, when you said fish man, that's what it is.
Less fishy than that. They're like. Let me see if I can.
I was thinking
pull
the
this
fish
up.
people in the One Piece live action.
They look like this.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So probably exactly what you were.
Looks like
picturing.
Merman from He-Man.
Cute.
Yeah, there you go.
nice.
But very like that shark mouth and all of those shark teeth with the tail. So sorry,
22.
22. You hold on.
Dirty 20.
You're fine. 8. 8. Okay. You are on the edge as it lists to the side. You with an 8 fall off the side of the boat. You will land. I would say another deck save, but that's what this was. So you land in the water. Right there.
This is absolutely one of
This
those.
is one of those
Joke's
moments
on
where
you,
I'm
I'm
like-
into that shit.
It's one of those
If
moments
someone
where it's
had to
like,
fall overboard.
can I wild shape now?
And you hear man overboard immediately as you go flying, like somebody is paying attention. That's what the crew is there for.
Like the rest of us would be like, no, don't worry.
You know what? They should be worried.
Okay, so with the push, with them coming up over the edge, as you splash down into the water, it's going to take a second to like just get your bearings and figure out where you're at. But in the meantime, this one, because we're tilted, is going to be able to come up onto the side. I'm going to grab another one if you wouldn't mind and pull it up over there. This guy is going to shift himself over after he took that damage. These folks are like up here, but not quite on the ship, so I don't think I have my little...
Like climbing up the banister.
They're like right there, and I don't have my... Oh, wait, I do. They're right here. Come on, DM. All my little trinkets are... Up on the sides. Nope, they're higher.
I just gotta figure out which one.
So they are within melee range of you here. There are several more in the water. These are just the ones that are fighting you right now. So we have an attack against Ayla. Oh, and with that also we see one over here on the edge in the water. Oh no, wait, she's gonna be over here. She's gotta be within a certain range. Okay, one attack on Ayla, one attack on Iolite. With their a bite. We'll say a bite and a spear on Iolite and a bite and claws on Ayla. That is a 13 to hit for the bite on Ayla.
No.
Okay. And a 16 to hit for Ayla on the claws.
I'm gonna hellish rebuke them.
Okay. You are going to take 3 points of slashing damage. And this is a save on their part for Hellish Rebuke.
Yep, let me just bring it up.
They rolled a dirty 19.
I'm not even gonna bother.
Is it no damage on a fail? A save?
Oh, half as much.
Okay. So as they claw at you...
What is it with these? Fuck you! That's a 5. So half of 5.
Alright, 2 points of damage on shield guy. Shoot. Iolite, we've got a bite and a spear. Natural 20 on the bite. And that is...
Saw you murk his buddy. I was like,
Oh,
that was Frank.
that's my brother.
5 points of piercing damage. As it slashes, interestingly, in your form. I'm gonna say that, like, it slashes on you, and you're hurt, but you're in your starry form. It's just a different, and there's almost like a look of confusion. It's like head tilts, like as like this just doesn't hit the way that it was expecting. And I'm gonna make a call on the second one that it doesn't do what it normally would have done. That is a 13 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, on the spear. Over in the water, we have a regular one here. It is going to use its multi-attack. It's going to go for a bite and the spear. So bite is my cotton candy, and the spear is my gold. That is a 20, dirty 20 to hit with the bite, and a 16 to hit with the spear.
Yeah, both.
Okay. 3 points of piercing damage from the bite. And 4 points of piercing damage from the spear. Spear.
Dude, I just pissed her off. That's not good.
Over on the side here, we have one that's going to throw a spear at Kai. That is an 18 to hit.
Meets it, beats it. That's my AC.
Okay. And it cannot bite you because it's too far away, so that's the only attack that it's going to get. That is 6 points of piercing damage. The spear, it kind of like nicks you. It just slides past, and you're like, you grab your arm in that like anime way.
Push up the
Then-
glasses.
Yeah, there's like blood that comes down. The moment that happens, you see the one that was standing on the other side of you. All of them, they just kind of like sniff very quickly, and then all of their eyes turn to you, Kai, as they just focus. All of you, even as you're engaged with it, it's like there's something in the air, and they're all focused on you. This one
Didn't one bite me or something? It's like his blood tastes better.
Did I miss you? I thought I didn't hit you.
You didn't hit me with one of them. The second one hit.
Oh, well, I didn't. I forgot. So
I was just like, does he have spicy blood? Like what? Like it's something.
no, too much going on.
Something beautiful in the air with his blood.
That spicy Divenian blood.
You made me
There you
bleed
go.
my own
Maybe
blood.
it's new to them. They've had tiefling blood recently.
It's just so
the other
anime. I
one's
just
gonna-
imagine Kai just being like, "You've made me use 20% of my power."
Another 18 to hit for the second one against you, Kai, and that is 5 points of piercing damage for the other spear. I keep wanting to say spear. This one in the water, she is going to. Let's see.
Why do I feel like this is going so badly already?
There's only been like 2.
I know, but I'm
Yes.
like, this is just. It's not good. So.
I just feel a little clunky personally because I feel like we haven't had combat in a while.
we
so
haven't,
I'm
we
I'm
haven't fought
kinda
anything
fumbling
since
here.
we saved the rift.
The one in the water there, you see her kind of, well, you wouldn't really. There's a little smirk on her face. She moves her hands and points her finger in the direction of Desi, actually, and she's going to cast Guiding Bolt. That is not going to hit. It goes past him. He's like, whoa, as it shoots up towards, but past the sails. That is the end of this round. Yes,
Are these considered humanoid?
they are.
Kai immediately uses his reaction and runs immediately to the closest one.
Kind of your choice there.
I think this one's
Okay.
technically closer.
Mhm.
And he is going to stare at it. The blood is going to rush to his face, around his eyes, and they go red, and he is going to attempt to bite with advantage. Ooh, I think that misses. 11 to hit.
It does miss. We'll say like you go lunge for it, and it holds its spear up in the way, and the two of you with your teeth are just like at each
I
other.
do like the idea that he's holding you back and he's just doing it like, like that
going-
classic.
He's going.
Okay. I believe it is Eldon. Yes, it is.
Okay, so those two are in the water, but under the water, so I can't see them. Correct.
Yes, they're yeah. Right now they're kind of in their own little situation. They're
Scanning, seeing there's nothing at the stern, he's going to move up on this side.
Okay. Have you summoned Theratrix
I
yet?
have not, but I'm just about to. He's going to summon Theratrix, not in his water form, but blue.
Okay.
30 feet above.
30 feet above
Above the center, yes.
the center. Like,
Oh, there's something there. I don't know what that is.
alright, so Theratrix is right here. Under my gut. Yeah.
Theratrix is under my gut.
Under my gut.
Right. So that was bonus action to summon him, so I can't do anything with him just yet. And I'll attack this one that's right here.
Okay.
It's 15 plus 25 to hit.
Okay,
Oh.
yes, that hits.
Yeah, it's okay, I'll do it. I couldn't do it anyways, I forgot to bonus action move it, but I used my bonus action to summon Theratrix. 19, no, 7. 7 plus 9, 13.
Okay.
13. And then we'll do it again. 10 plus 10, 20, dirty 20.
Yep, that hits.
6, 7, 14 points of damage on that one.
All right, that one drops down as it gets hit. It had turned its body to look at Kai. We'll say it goes like, does the Wilhelm scream. Flies. It's gone. Splashes down next to Kethra and the other, but you're too distracted anyway.
And then with his remaining movement, he's going to move. I wouldn't be able to tell what kind of situation Kai was in, but he'd see that there's a lot more going on that other side, so he'd move over more.
Okay. Are you staying up here?
Yes.
Okay.
We just move into like the corner, I guess.
All right, Ayla.
I need a 30-foot code.
You'd have to move yourself in order to then kind of turn your body to get the
I
two
gotta
of
get
them.
her like
And that
Well, like a
gets an
10-pack.
opportunity attack, right?
If you move out of their melee range, they will have an opportunity attack against you, yes.
Alright, well, fuck it.
All right. Which that one will definitely take.
Look, these are the
And you have
oh,
lost hit points?
Yeah,
Okay.
temporary hit points.
Okay. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting rule. If it's temporary, have you technically lost hit points? I would kind of say no.
I feel like they're no.
Magically boosted.
Yeah, it's like not really your
You
hit points. It's not
cut
you.
my clothes.
So that's the reason why. Did you even get temporary hit points?
I did,
He
but
did.
it went
Okay.
past them.
There we go. That's the narrative reason
But-
why it
But
went
now
after
what
him.
happens if you're temporary, if your hit point max, you have that spell that bumps
Aid.
up your hit point max, and then you have temporary hit points.
No, it's not temporary. That gives you actual hit points.
Oh, okay. So that would count.
So, never mind. It's still gonna roll, but not at with advantage. That is a 19 to hit with its spear, and you take 4 points of piercing.
Still taking temporary hit points.
So it's kind of like slashing at your clothes, but not able to actually hit you. Whatever.
I now cast Fear, so they have to make a Wisdom saving throw. 15.
Okay. All right. So these two wisdom save. We're gonna go with.
I just hope it works.
What'd you say?
They have to run
15.
Yeah. The what?
You have to run away.
A natural 20
Of course.
for the one that's closest to you that took the opportunity attack. A 12 for the second one. However,
No howevers.
a 14 altogether.
It's
It was blessed by its counterparty in the water there.
still failed.
It still fails. All right, so that one is frightened.
That one needs to drop its weapons
Okay.
It now needs to use its dash action and move as far away from me as it possibly can.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you're doing?
That's a concentration for some reason. We had a conversation, Pat and I, about how concentration rules don't make any fucking sense. Like, I don't know what I'm... Whatever. Anyways, don't get me back into it. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I've already moved, so that was a 5, 10, 15.
15, 20 is the next one. If you're going diagonal. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Can I get up here?
No.
Yeah, no way.
So you can probably get about halfway up the steps, unless you wanted to go inside.
I'm just getting away from danger.
Okay. Next up, we've got
So
So you can run away.
I guess it on it. It doesn't specify.
it would be on his turn because it's his dash action. He doesn't have an action right now.
Okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, by the way, what's happening with the crew? So that we have crew members. Two of them
We're
have
doing all the work.
no, you're definitely not. We've got 2 who have jumped into the water. You're not sure exactly what they've done, but they were the 2 that were told to go after the shark.
Sorry. I think I can do something, but I'll let you finish, and then I'm going to ask if I can.
Okay. Astrum's End, you see that Fernilly she's whispering something, and you can see up above that there appears to be like a storm cloud that is starting to form. Zix has run over to the edge. There are others that are coming up over here. Over the edge, they're climbing in the front of the ship, in the back of the ship. There's stuff that's happening throughout. These are just the ones that you're focused on. So Astrum's End is pulling together. Zix has run over. You see Yuri starts muttering something, and then a ice like forms in his hand, and he shoots that down. They're doing various things that appear to be on par with you, if not stronger.
Oh, well. Then why were they so afraid of us? These people.
All right, Ayla, what did you want to do?
Never mind. It wouldn't work.
Okay. Next, we have Iolite again.
Okay. So that one in front of me is the one that's going to run away. That's
Yes. This guy passed his wisdom save.
I will do a guiding bolt at the one that passed over here.
Okay.
It's near Desi. $15.
15 hits. This one has just barely been touched, but...
11
Okay.
points of radiant damage.
And the next attack has advantage.
Yes.
Okay, are you staying where you're at?
Yeah. If I do for a bonus action, do I give myself that advantage if I'm shooting at it with an
can.
arrow? Yeah. I'll do that then. I'll shoot an arrow for my bonus
Okay.
action. $24.
That definitely hits. This one is kind of like climbing over the edge. You see Desi is starting to prepare what he's going to do next.
Okay. 8 more points of radiant damage.
That is enough. As the glitters all around, and then you hit it with the attack, and it falls down into the water.
Makes that noise and it hits. Belly flop.
You hear as that one hits the water and kind of floats and disappears underneath the waves. You hear this creature over on the side. This Sahwagin is has more ceremonial look about them and is definitely like casting spells and aiding the others. And when that one falls in, she makes this loud siren sound. It kind of sounds like a modern day siren when it's just like ah, and it's like loud and ear piercing. And you begin to see even more of these creatures start climbing up the side. You haven't seen or felt anything from the shark in a moment, but yeah. Okay, we've got are you moving?
No, I'll stay there.
Okay.
All right. So, I have to roll 2 concentration checks first to see if I maintain hex. Pass. And pass. Okay, so Kai, locked in with the merfolk, shakes his head. His eyes are still red, but he regains his composure and bonus action moves the hex onto that one directly in front of him, and he will draw Bloodletter Shadow and attempt to swing away.
Okay.
Natural 1, so I'm gonna use that thing.
Okay.
13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's a D10 and another D6. 12. Wait, not 12. 16. Do you need the breakdown?
No.
16 points of damage.
Okay.
And he will do it again. Another natural 1.
Jesus.
Trade those black dice for another set of black dice.
Should I trade the
There you
black?
go.
Blacker
Yep,
ones.
for the- Yep.
Alright, black for the black. That's all Kai can do.
Okay. Kethra. You are in the water, and this one has swam right up to you and is in its element.
Okay.
Water attacks. Let me double check. Underwater fighting. I think. I mean, if you end up wild shaping, it doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure attacks have disadvantage in the water if they are melee.
I think only spears and daggers aren't.
Unless it's a dagger.
Or a trident.
Javelin. It says short sword, which is weird. Spear or trident.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go with the plan B.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna go with plan B. Plan B is first. Obviously I've got to drop Moonbeam because the next one I'm about to do is concentration. I'm going to cast Conjure Woodland Beings,
Okay.
and I'm going to conjure a Sea Hag.
A sea hag.
Yes.
Okay.
And she follows anything I tell her to do. It's like, kill all of these shark-faced fuckers. and they won't bother any of you though.
All of them.
Yes.
I'm only one hag.
Kill as many as you can, lady. Kill as many as you can.
Oh boy.
So sea hag.
like to talk to your manager.
That's what I picture. It's just the hag.
I
is like,
hear like
it's
three
like,
packs of Marbles.
all of them.
God damn you.
I was watching Maury.
I want to get back to my programs. It's funny, programs and stories. Those are always like the two things that
I was like, this is gonna make Izzy happy. She loves hags.
It's kind of cool that you can control it because again, we were talking about when Annie summoned
Hags,
demons, but you,
Yes.
you couldn't
They
control
follow
them.
anything I say, but they won't hurt you.
Just summoning demons that you can't.
Yeah, it was
guys.
part of the
That's gonna be
warlock spell.
weird.
It's like, yeah, you could summon like I forget, it might have been 5 or 6 of them, and like they're just there and they'll attack anything.
It's like
That
I think you have
is a tricky one.
just
and
a
I'm
like
gonna say,
5 foot square.
Yeah, I
where
figured.
you're
I was like,
saying-
you know what? Might as well just pull it out and see how this goes.
Hags are a little. All right, where are you putting her?
I'm gonna put her.
Before you decide,
What's her name?
make it. I would like for
Lucille.
you to make. What do I need
Lucille
you to
the
make
hag.
for this? I don't even have a sea hag. I need to find one. I do. I have some over. Okay, before I put her down, what is the best one? Arcana check. Because she
Is
sea
honorary.
hags are tricky. They have things that you hope will go your way but might not.
15 plus Arcana, which is 19. A 19?
Okay, that is good.
That's a decent roll I've had all night.
That is a good roll.
Keep that shit up, okay?
So you do not want her to be within 30 feet of you, even though she's your friend,
Because they
and
just
she
scare the
might
shit out of me.
she might not be trying to hurt you. But sea hags are sea hags, and the way it's written, they don't
Hag's
control
gonna-
some of
hag's
those.
gonna
Hag's
hag.
Yeah. So you don't want her to be 30 feet from you.
She's gonna try to make a deal with you too.
Somewhere, like, over, like, closer to these guys.
Does it say you have to summon them where you can see them?
This has a Game of
within-
Thrones to it a little bit.
It does. It's the strings.
30 feet. It doesn't say that. Do you see that anywhere?
No, it'll be under the Conjure Woodland spell.
Yeah, okay, that would probably be better if I did that.
I want to see if I can.
Alright. Unaccompanied. You can summon fey creatures that appear in unaccompanied spaces. You can see within range. Choose one of the following.
You have to be able to see
With the
within
same-
range.
So probably within range is probably. I don't want to scare the shit out
Might
of
as well see
anybody.
for range. That way you know how far.
30.
30 feet. So you probably want her to be like
60
right.
feet.
Oh,
60 feet. Oh, wonderful.
If you okay.
Yeah, 60 feet. What do you think?
You can send her towards the back so that way she can.
Yeah, probably right there.
You can see probably like right here. That's a better one. This one.
Stop chewing on the rudder.
We need that. We need that.
All right.
I'm a
So you
hag.
got a sea hag.
What do you want me to do?
And I am going to wild shape, and I'm going to wild shape into a giant white moray eel.
Oh, cool.
You don't have one of those.
Got an eel.
Something that is.
A snake, maybe?
A snake.
This one
I see a
is.
snake. Ish snake.
Oh, an eel. I was thinking of a
eel.
stingray when you said moray. My brain went. Here you go.
I did too, for some reason.
Let me out. Show you.
I was like, "That's cool," but I'm like,
Snake-like
how is
I
that
can
beautiful,
be.
majestic creature going to help
That's a
right
manta
now?
ray.
All right. This is fine.
That works. Anything.
There's so many of these.
We can have imagination.
Here, it's got two
Yeah.
heads, but we'll just pretend.
We'll
Right.
just pretend it has one. It's okay.
Pretend in
Let's
D&D.
pretend it
What?
has only one
We
head.
can use our imagination.
We forgot where we
Alright,
came
so-
from. Like the table that we didn't have any. We
Pretend
exit
immersion
where our
is
gummies, our gummy bears were the bad guys.
Worst game ever.
So you did the summon, and then you shaped, bonus action, action. Okay, so you probably can't attack on this round.
Yes, I am done.
All right.
Unless they move.
Okay, so she gets her own initiative, or she goes after you.
She does get her own initiative, so.
All right, you can go ahead and roll that.
13?
Plus her dex.
13, her dex.
She's probably gonna end up going first. Damn.
Dex is +1, so that'd be 14.
I think she is going first because I think he
I
was.
think
I had a 13, yeah.
Yeah, she goes first. So.
Strong.
Hey, don't matter to me.
All right.
Let the old hag go first.
It is their turn. All right. So what she is going to see is that there's one that has made its way up here. This is their turn. There's another
Oh, shit.
that is
There's so many.
Look at that hag.
There's a lot.
Hag has your back, though. She's supposed to not bother you guys, but
Supposedly.
she's not going to bother you guys.
We'll see.
Um,
If she wanted it
she-
30 feet from
this
you.
is running down. Does it get to make a save?
I feel like
at
I
the
don't
end
feel
of
so
its-
comfortable with it
of
being
its
30
turn
feet from
as long
me.
as it doesn't see you anymore, or no?
Let me find it.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You do. It says in
Transform
the
the
spell
creature
they're
must make
friendly
dash
to you, so
action
you're
and
okay.
move as far away from
You're
you as safe as
Friendly
will
to you
do.
and your companions?
Yes,
There's
All right.
and my
creature
companions.
can
Yes.
stand.
Is that just like any attack I want? To
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, if it ends its turn and doesn't have a
Slap
line
it.
of sight to me, then it makes another wisdom saving throw.
All right. I'm just gonna roll that to see if it comes back.
it has to
What
do
was
with
it? A
this-
15?
Yeah.
It does not. So that one I'm just gonna say is out of battle.
He's just swimming off to the horizon.
I need everybody to make another dexterity save as the ship is pushed.
We're just gonna do this. Didn't need to make that so dramatic. Is 9 better?
Okay, dexterity saves. How did it go?
12.
Well, you're already.
But you're in the
fine.
water.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you're in the
Good.
water. You're
You're
good.
already in the
Sweet.
drink.
Can't get
Couldn't need
worse
this
for
in the
you.
first place.
You're already, yeah.
Yeah,
get-
you can
get
keep
to
that.
keep
Sorry,
I was like,
you're
I could
fine.
waste
You're
it.
already
It's
in the
alright.
drink.
Oh, yeah, I already pushed down.
17.
Okay, you're good.
14?
No.
Oh no,
No?
not
Oh,
good.
fuck. I was like, it was like on that cusp of like, should I
Yeah, no, I'm like,
reroll?
nope,
Could
it's a
be bad.
15.
Ah, no.
You are gonna go flying into the water.
No. See you guys.
You can't even see yourself.
The water's nice.
It's cold.
21.
Okay, you hold yourself in the doorway.
I
and
am,
it's
from
like-
this angle, it does look like I'm just like bracing myself in the door frame.
And Iolite.
18.
Okay, you're fine. As Desi goes, oh no! Flies off into-
Oh,
as he
no.
was,
Me and him are in the
Not you guys.
and then he splashes and gets himself up. I hadn't given him a turn yet, so I'm going to do that before right now, as this thing happened.
Also, that opportunity attack.
Mhm.
I rolled a 17.
That hits.
21. Okay. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You definitely see blood in the water as the suns are starting to go down now. Desi's gonna get a turn. He's in the water, but he like comes up and he's like, ah! And he is going to call lightning. Down on the
water that we're currently in.
one behind him. Yeah.
How far can electricity spread
It's
in the
magical.
Far.
It's magical.
I don't know. Ask this guy.
So
Enough.
he
Right?
this is
30 feet,
an action. So what you kind of see is like Fernilly is there and she's whispering. There is a storm cloud that has formed up above this. Not the entire ship. She has it kind of off to the side, so it's not blocking the sun. Final rays of the sun that are coming off from the back. She has it following you all, and you watch as Desi pops up. We'll say Iolite. You see him come up as you're like, no, and then he takes a deep breath, looks up at that storm cloud, and then he pulls his hand like this, and you see the lightning arc down in the direction like he's using the cloud that Fernilly has conjured. She has to make a dexterity save. Oof, yep, that is a 19 that she rolls. And yep. 443 is 11, which is not great. That was real low. She takes 5 points of lightning damage. And then he kind of ducks down under the waters. He did that, but his body just pulls down. Okay, back to the creatures. You just fell in the water, and that thing was going to come at you. So, or not its target anymore. It's gonna run. No, it used its action to get here, or its movement to get there. What's its range? It's gonna throw its spear at the dragon in the air. Nope. That's a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And the one next to Kai is going to go ahead and... You've lost hit points by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it's going to attack you with advantage and do its multi-attack. That's a 17 on the bite.
Yes.
And a 15 on the spear. Does not hit. The one back behind, it's going to throw its spear at Iolite. Oh, damn. Nope, that's a 7 on the dice. And the one in the water. Everybody? Oh, the one that's going to attack Kethra. Do you have full hit points? You would, because you're a new creature here. Alright, multi-attack. It's biting, and it's going to claw you. Nope. And... Well, I won't say nope. So is a 9.
No.
And a 11.
No.
Okay. They are rolling like phew. This priestess here, she is going to she's going to cast Hold Person on Eldon. I need you.
You sink, you can't kick.
She'll hold him up, hopefully. Not hold person and dunk him under the water and hold him there.
No, you won't. He'll start sinking.
Oh,
Hold
really?
person just makes it so you can't.
Oh,
hold.
she's not. I was
No,
thinking
she's
grappled.
not holding him. No, she's just casting. She sees him fall in, and then she's like, and she's gonna point.
Oh no!
But if I can't tread water, I will sink.
You'll sink.
Yes, you will sink.
So-
Wisdom saving throw.
+1. An 11. Now might be the time to use the thing.
You feel yourself
Nope.
seize
I'm
up.
gonna rock with it. I'm gonna see what
Don't you
happens.
have a thing you can breathe underwater with?
Yeah, the
Something,
shell
right?
necklace, yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
have to activate it, right? To be able
Um,
to activate it.
yes,
voice
you have to-
activator. Hey,
Just-
hey Siri, activate shell necklace, please.
You begin to sink as your body is tensed up. You will sink. Roll a. What do you have on? Light, medium armor?
Medium, I believe.
It's just light leather armor,
I'm trying to remember which one. No, because I have the bracers. What was the light armor? You're right. The runic armor was light armor.
Light
For some reason, I thought it was medium.
Okay. We're gonna go with roll a d4.
Should have used that extra d20, but 2.
Okay. By the end of your turn, you will sink 20 feet.
20 feet?
Yeah.
It was like a
Yeah.
rock.
Drop it like a stone. I thought it's like,
Oh,
just like 2
shit.
feet. Like,
This
20
is
feet
Iolite's
down?
worst nightmare because that's what she would
It's
do.
the
is sink
yeah,
like
it's the
that.
Yeah.
round. Yeah, I mean it's all this time. It's 6 seconds, but 1, 2, 3.
If you can't do
4,
anything,
5.
yeah.
That's like not unrealistic. Okay. We're at the top of round 3. It is the hag. What is she gonna do? So technically, when you do summon Fae or whatever, I think I'm supposed to move them, but I think we also said that you could do it if you wanted to. So it's up to you.
It's
I would
totally
just
up to you.
do what I think a hag would do, but I'm not, an expert
That's
on hags.
totally
I
up
just
to you.
Did you do conjure fae or summon woodland?
Woodland beings, yeah.
Okay.
Fall under both, technically, I guess.
It depends. It's
Spells a little different.
yeah,
So.
the spells are weird.
Once per day it allows, but it doesn't say anything about activation. I'm assuming I'd have to do something to activate it. Yeah. Yeah, it would make sense. I'd have to do something. It wouldn't just be like a mind thing. So.
Oh. Like, maybe I can send Mage Hand. It's like, no, you're too far away from my Mage Hand to...
It's alright. The dice,
Lend you a
the
hand.
dice are telling a story, and that's fine with me. I'm gonna see what happens.
But you have to remember that you're gonna be
Another option is
Yeah.
make it up there. Actually, could she make it up there?
She her climb speed will be half. If she dashes,
Okay.
she can get up to the top. And when she does, her horrific visage is just on. It's just a thing that she has. She doesn't choose it. It's just there. So,
Oh, poor lady.
Terrifyingly ugly.
That's default. Resting horrific visage.
yes, she could get up like right behind it. She wouldn't be able to attack. But
Hello there.
Hello, puppet.
Any humanoid that starts its turn within 30 feet of her and can see her has to make a wisdom save or will be frightened.
For headcanon, can she sound like old Greg? What's she doing in
Hi
my
there.
waters?
What you doing in my waters? It's stuck in my head, fool.
Stuck in my
Got
head,
something to
motherfucker.
show ya. Have a drink Bailey's from a shoe?
Wanna go to a club where people wee on each
DC
other?
11 wisdom saving throw.
DC
We get a spell.
11.
This is just gonna be
It
It makes it. It kind of looks at her and
I'm ugly too.
I'm uglier.
They start making out.
You were not
I don't
told
want
to
to
do
wait
that.
for this life.
all right. Next we have Eldon. So you're
sinking. Do I
yep,
roll
you're
for
sinking.
sinking?
You roll to try to break hold person.
You said it was wisdom.
Yeah.
12.
Still don't want to use that.
I think he wants to die today.
No, I just want to see what'll happen. Like, I guess I'll.
It's called drowning. You will drown.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try.
What are you being inspired by?
Not dying.
Yeah, not dying.
To the bottom of the ocean.
Slowly
It's very-
watching.
It's like
He's-
quiet but loud down there. So as
Sees Iolite's starry shimmer
I was gonna
from
say,
like
seeing
the
the
depths.
hull,
Twinkle.
seeing like the bottom of the hull and then her up top.
and it starts to fade into
Oh,
darkness.
that's a dirty 20.
There you go. See?
Okay.
I know, but I wanted to see what would happen.
Next
So-
time you fall in the water, you can see what happens. Maybe there'll be a bottom there.
Yeah, you're 20 feet below, but you do have a bonus action still that you can use. That was just her action at the end. I wanted to see what would happen. So that's technically supposed to happen at the end of your turn, but if you wanted to do something with Theatrix before or whatever.
He would know that I just burped that and would be swimming to the top. So in this whole like
Technically, it would have happened at the end of your turn. So,
okay, and then
yeah.
if that's the case, then he would fly over Iolite, and as he's flying over Iolite and into the water, change into his like the concussive, the thunder form that
Okay.
swims. Thank you. That was a word I was looking for, and I could not fucking think of it. So it'd be he'd like fly up and then almost like tuck his wings in and like dive bomb to the water,
Okay.
like into the like a perfect like dive, Olympic dive.
All right. Ayla.
Is it safe to come out?
I take out the Wand of Wonder, and I'm going to cast Fireball.
You're
It
going
has
to
to-
use the Wand of Wonder and point it and hope
I'm
that it will be a
pointing it
fireball.
down. I need to really think hard about Fireball.
Okay.
He says fireball to fireball.
Fireball.
No, this is a Fireball. Like the actual ball of fire.
The Wand of Wonder. This is
So
the
I
one that
need
you
to-
can like.
This
Do a
could go.
whole-
This
there's a
could.
lot of
This
different
could.
things
This
you
You
could
can
go
gotta
bad.
cast enlarge on them.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, that could never happen.
Damn. A burst of colorful, shimmering light extends from me in a 30-foot radius. You and each creature in that area you can see must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be blinded for 1 minute.
Oh, you suck.
Oh no.
Holy shit, dude!
Everyone.
I think this is the third time that you've.
So it's a 30-foot radius, you said?
Yep.
Spell magic.
Oh wait, am I outside
I'm
of
a
that?
warlock.
Anybody else?
Damn.
You got it.
I'm in the water.
Oh no,
I
that's their
can't.
fives.
I can't see shit.
It's everything on the, everybody on the except for the lovers up here.
The lovers.
Is it this one too? There's you might not be able to
Yeah,
see it.
I got
There's
that one, yeah.
Oh, better be blind and
Consistently
drowning.
fucks the party with that Wand of Wonder.
Blame Fitz.
Blame you! Don't use
Give
it!
me this.
Because you have it.
One day it'll work.
It's good. Everybody
be
roll.
dead.
What was
no,
it?
it's not.
What is it?
Definitively not good.
We'll all be dead and be like, wow, it worked.
DC
From
15
the grave.
Constitution
All
save.
right, Constitution save. We've got one. I'm gonna do the one at the top.
I'm kind of happy to be in the water
Oh,
right
I have to
now.
I
do it.
know, right?
Safer
Right?
there.
I think
I have to do the
I'm
save
safer over
myself.
here.
You said 15?
I
Yep.
went from oh my god I'm gonna die to not so bad.
Blind.
Real
Now I
fucking
can't
quick.
see shit. Exactly.
Ooh.
Blind.
What was the DC?
15.
Everybody
I'm not seeing
failed.
a lot of grimaces, so this is good.
I see a grimace.
Did you have to roll that too?
I got a 22.
Of course you did. No taste of your own medicine on this one.
Why is everybody rubbing their eyes? What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, this burst of light across the deck of the ship. You see several people in the Astrom's End that like block their eyes. A couple people yell out. Some of the ship's crew actually yell out.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, you are. You're gonna. It's gonna be a rough spot. Desi also is blind in the water. And what did we get around the table?
18.
Okay, you're fine.
21.
You're good. I mean, you're in the water, and you got a 20 something.
22.
All right, so
We're good. We're good. Yes.
yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you only fucked half the ship.
Including my best friend.
We'll be fine.
I'm
in the water.
There are
My best
tricks there.
friend in the water, drowning.
Okay, Ayla, are you doing anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you done it already?
Hold on. I need to see how the range on how far it is.
What are you doing? I might be able to help you.
I got it. I just is she 60 feet?
Yes.
I'm going to bonus action cast command and say flee.
Okay.
Probably could have just done that from the beginning, bro.
I'm
led with
I'm trying to kill her.
Couldn't have led with that.
I'm trying to kill her because I'm assuming once she dies, they will go away.
What is the save?
That's
See
a
the
good
chart
question.
that he has for the Wand of Wonder and just see what all these
Look,
They're all
chances
terrible.
are. Yeah.
you want me?
What's your general save so I can write it down?
My
going forward?
general
15.
save is 15.
Okay, that's what your save's going to be.
Okay. Like,
alright,
you don't want me to have the
so
wand of wonder? You better hope somebody pickpockets it from
Is
me.
this a con?
Wisdom save.
Take it out of her.
15.
Fuck it.
So
It's gonna be somewhere in here.
beats
It
it.
beats it. So you look at her and say, "Flee," and she feels it. Like she looks back up at you, and she just goes. Anything else, Ayla?
Back to my doorway.
All right, we've got
I've
Iolite.
created enough of a mess. I'm going back to my hidey hole.
Oh boy. Okay. So she's looking down.
All the bad guys are blind.
You
Eldon
just
is-
watched
and Desi.
Theratrix
Wait.
fall down. Eldon is not.
Did she make her
visible.
save?
She wasn't in your range.
Oh, I thought she was.
Okay.
Eldon's
Eldon is not visible.
No.
But
Theratrix is
Theratrix
like
went
going.
down.
You
Okay,
can
so I'm like,
see him going down.
Theratrix is doing something. And then I see Desi get blinded, and I'm like, no!
He's like, ah!
Just
whoa."
fucking chuck the wand into the
No,
ocean.
no! She's going to cast Summon Elemental and summon a water elemental between Desi and her.
What size? Medium?
I think so. I think so. It's just a summons an elemental spirit.
I think it's a medium
Probably
size.
medium.
Does it
I'm
have
pretty
the
sure.
little stat block at the bottom of the spell? It should have the size up at the top of the stat
Medium.
block.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, we're gonna say that's a water elemental.
Okay. Does it get to attack when I summon it?
I guess I'm the better.
Let's figure it out together.
There we go. It's actually a ghost, but I like it for the water element.
Oh, it will attack because it's in initiative now after me.
After you.
So it will attack.
Okay. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I am going to fire an arrow at her.
Okay.
2 for good measure. That would miss. It's a 2 plus something, but still very low, I'm sure. Well, 6, 8.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Okay.
The elemental's turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's that?
It gets a
Buddy.
multi-attack.
Okay.
It's going to do a slam attack. It gets 2 of them. Yeah, okay. The first one's 11.
Does not hit. Okay. You see her kind of like duck out of the way as the water elemental swings, and she's very. The way she moves with it is almost like she's very familiar with these types of creatures.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch.
22.
That hits. She comes up a little bit too.
She got cocky.
Yeah, she's cocky. I was gonna say cockily. That's an interesting word.
1d10 plus 4 plus the spell's level bludgeoning. Oh, okay. 1d10 plus 4 plus 4. 9? Bludgeoning? Yeah.
It bashes her. She like reels for a second. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Your opponent is blinded.
So that means I have advantage?
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
You're welcome.
But at what
At what
potential
cost?
So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, now the way that just...
Oh, wow.
Max dam.
Wait, I have brutal on my sword, which means I get to roll this again and add it together with this. So
Ooh.
far we're at
16.
16, 20. That's cocked. But it's almost a 10, which would mean I could do it again. And another 6, so 26 points of damage.
This is another
Way
like
overkill.
way overkill. Yeah, for this like little minion. So what does that look like?
So it's got its eyes like going like this. Kai is just gonna rear back and just like straight double over and split its head in two.
Nice.
One half falls into the water.
Wait, quit aiming for me. Just kidding.
And then I still.
See, one half falls into the water and the other half falls into the boat.
So then Kai will turn around.
That thing's like, ah.
Bonus action, hex the other one. And he will use his second attack against him. This one is not blinded, correct?
Right, not blinded.
Get him. Get him.
That's a 12 to hit.
That. Let me just triple check. I believe that hits. That does hit, yes.
Right. And that's 7, 4, 11, 15 points of damage.
Okay. It hisses. We are up to Kethra.
You are.
An Amore eel.
I'm gonna attack that one in front of me.
I forgot that you were like locked in like Mortal Kombat with this.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on over there. 14.
That hits.
Plus, do you have a bonus to hit?
And then it's 2d6. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I know that's
Plus 6.
Oh, that's 4. 6 to hit. So yeah, you're good. 4 plus 4, so 8 points. So piercing damage?
Alright, 8 points. It seems confused as you like shift it into this. It like kind of bubbles something in the water when it sees your body shift, but then it's just gonna go after you. Anything else? Are we at the end? Okay. Another hit from below.
Oh, yeah, there's a shark.
Somebody
The
take care
shark.
of the fucking shark.
Shit. I keep forgetting
Um,
about it.
The
Fuck around, we'll take care of it.
dexterity saving throws disadvantage because the crew are blinded and they are trying to like keep it in where it's supposed to be. Eldon, did you not get your turn? No, you did. So everybody gets disadvantage because they are disadvantaged.
Does Desi get a
That's
turn
why I
or
figured
is
I'm
he
in the
too
water,
blind?
so it doesn't...
He's still
Yeah, he's blind. I can
Swimming in a
save.
circle.
He failed the save.
Oh, disadvantage on this.
He's just
still
trying to keep
blinded?
himself. Yeah, I believe it's a save at the end of the, or does it just say it's over at the end of the turn
What the?
for blinded?
Oh, I don't know. I have to find that again. Hold on.
All right, so we've got the. Oh, these creatures are not going to. They're fine. It's just you. Sorry. Who wants to tell me what you got?
12.
Oh, you're going over.
I'm going to use my reaction and use my Ring of Evasion to succeed.
Okay.
That was a con save?
Dex.
Oh, dex save? That I don't think makes a difference. With disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Okay.
Hi.
I'm with my friends now.
You can swim or something because you got the Kraken, right?
If I activate it.
Activate that shit.
Yeah, right now she's
Of Archer.
archer. That's the
Um,
word.
And like,
I'm like
you were
hunter.
like the thing that was like guiding me. I was like, no, and then just
Ooh, I'm getting so close now.
and then just sploosh. Oh,
Yes.
I'm making progress.
16.
You're fine, holding yourself in the doorway. The rest of them are the hag is gonna have to try to save. These guys are. This is the tactic that their guy uses, so they don't have to save against. They know how to plant their feet.
Okay, she got a 6. She's in.
Yes, everybody who's blind can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Hag's in the drink with us.
sploosh.
She's in the drink with us, though.
All right, all the creatures then move as that she flies off the side. He's like, oh man.
No.
20. She's gonna try to do something. Okay. Okay, so we've got a spear attack against Kai.
I do dig
You
this
do not have
battle
all your
music,
hit
though.
points.
I do not.
That is a 19 to hit. 18. 15 plus 3.
Yes, that hits.
That is 2 points of piercing damage. The one next to you,
You'll be right.
that is not blinded, is going to do its multi-attack. Bite. Natural 20. Bite. Okay, we've got...
This is like those slap fights, except it's gonna be bite fights.
4.
Bite fights.
9 points of piercing. And now it's claws.
It got
Dirty
3.
20.
It got 3 attacks.
No, that was
Two.
the...
It was
Oh,
a
the one,
spear
the
from
one
that.
above it hugged
Yeah.
a spear. Okay, I was gonna say, holy shit.
Dirty 20. 5 points of piercing damage. The one that jumped down, Ayla.
It's blind.
It is blind. It gets disadvantage on you, but it's gonna get multi-attack. So
But it's blind. How does it know I'm in the doorway?
it can
It can smell you.
smell, sense. It
smell
knows it
fantastic.
can see that you're. It knew that you were there when it was up there. That is a 13 to hit for a bite, which does not hit
No.
you. And wow, you guys, a 10 to hit for its claw, but that's even disadvantage. So it's like slashing, and you are not available. The one in the water with Kethra is
Perpetually unavailable, baby.
it is a 19 to hit with its claw.
That hits.
Did you already take damage as an eel yet?
As an eel, no.
Okay. So 19 with a claw, 5 points of slashing damage, and then with its spear, this one it will have advantage because you are hurt. But that doesn't matter because it rolled a 2 and a 3. The priestess there, she is going to cast Spiritual Weapon. She casts it right next to her, and I'm just going to use this little thing.
Spiritual
She's
weapon.
going to then she's going to multi-attack on the elemental. Damn. Nope. And then she's going to attack with a spiritual weapon. Bonus action. No. Not in a great spot. She is going to move herself out of the way. And actually under the water and out of the way. It gets an opportunity attack against her. And that is the end of...
Nat 20.
Oh. She is already hurt, so she just kind of ducks herself down into the water, and as she does, the elemental smashes down.
So do I double the dice? I always forget.
Yeah, I roll double, physically double.
Second
rolls.
nat 20.
Yeah. Another nat 20.
Another one, thank you. 10. 1. So if it's +4, is it do I do the 10 + 4 and the 10 + 4?
No, you double the dice and then add the
And then
modifier
add
at the end. Yeah.
Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
He's strong.
with that hit, you, like, in the water as you're trying to figure out your bearings and everything, there's a smash against the sea. There's blood that kind of, like, spans out, and then from beneath the water, those who are under the water, almost like a whale call, you hear a piercing shriek. Again, it's more like a siren, and it's coming from her. It is very loud from something that, when you're underwater, being not aquatic creatures, everything's usually muffled. This is as if it is right next to you. The ship is rocking. You notice a shift of everybody who's on the boat. In terms of the Sahwagin that are up here. And they all just kind of like turn their heads in the direction of her, and it looks as though they're going to be jumping off. It hit her to the point of 1 hit point away from death. She is calling a retreat.
Good, you better run. I had shit in store for you.
Top of the round.
Gonna blind everybody else on the boat.
I have so many more friends to blind still.
Hey, there's worse things I could have landed on.
It's comforting.
I think
You
that's,
gotta have chaos, or
I think
it's
that's
boring.
like 3 for 3 for.
No, not once has it landed on the thing I've tried to do.
If it does, it'll just encourage you too. I almost.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no.
I'm not going to stop till I get it. And once I get it, I'm going to keep going till I get it again. That's how I roll.
Incredible.
That's what he said.
That is my ADD
Oh yeah, you good?
Yeah, that'll work.
and OCD. All of them.
All of it.
Move up
That
to
wand
this
of wonder will be the death of this party.
And she can attack, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm going to have her attack that one.
All right. So
Calling in the hag.
yes.
All right. So that is a
D20 plus 5.
+5 to hit.
19.
That definitely hits.
And then it is 2d6 plus 3. Let's try a different set of d6 because those kind of did me dirty last time.
Nice.
13 damage.
This is what I like.
13
Between
damage.
11 and-
That
11 and
creature,
15.
13,
I'm stunned until the
8,
start of my next turn, believing something awesome just
Yeah,
happened.
that one.
That's perfect.
She
for
just
her.
comes up behind it and just tears it apart, and just sinks down into the water.
Nice.
What are you doing?
Turning my back.
It's like Ursula with Flotsam and Jetsam, though.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that would be the end of her turn.
Oh,
Eldon, you are 20 feet below the water.
Just saw Iolite fall in, right? And I can see Desi.
Well, I guess it depends. Like 15 feet up in dark water, you may see the light from her, but you're not sure. You're still down below. You have to get up.
So he'll start swimming up
Okay.
with Theratrix, and as soon as he sees her, is she like?
She's
under?
just on the surface of the water.
Okay.
With your swim speed, you would get to the top of the water unless you.
I have 30. I have 35. Swimming and climbing doesn't take away from my movement.
Oh, okay.
For something for the ranger, I can't remember what it's called. Once I get to the top,
Mhm.
I will kind of like do like one of these with Ayla and like hold her up.
Mhm.
Sorry, buddy.
I don't know what you were doing. I was like, let me help.
Just holding her up like this.
Like he'll just pop up underneath her
Okay.
and try to hold. you
Playing
know.
chicken. She's just up there.
Well, for clarification, we don't know that you have that new mark, correct?
Right. That also doesn't make me. It makes it so I can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
necessarily
one way
make
or
me a
another,
great
like
swimmer.
we don't.
Right. You
So
don't
as
know.
soon as
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw, and I'm just going to say that I would recognize from your bottom half, because it's Eldon. So he would pop up and try to hold you up, pushing you up into the boat, and it slunk away. While telling Theratrix, help Desi. Help Desdu.
Okay.
So he'll swim over in his like serpentine form, his aquatic form, and try to get him up also.
Okay. Yeah. Desi is still blinded, so he's struggling as like he's trying to stay
Theratrix is
up.
like, I'm trying to help.
Desi's about to get freaked the fuck
Like,
out.
slimy thing. Now
Helping,
Theratrix
I'm
would go up and
helping.
be like, "It's me, Theratrix." Not that he would know. I'm
he'll-
here to help.
He'll like wrap around him because he's got the long
Yeah.
form that he's in, so he'll wrap around and like try to climb up
Okay.
while I'm helping Ayla.
All right. Next up, we have Ayla. You are engaged with this creature.
It can't see me, right?
Right.
So I can like walk around it.
You can always walk around it. If you leave its melee range, its attack of opportunities at disadvantage. Oh, yeah, I was just-
I'm going to use my bonus action of command
Okay.
and tell it to. Has to be one word. Can't tell it to belly flop. If I tell it to flop, I don't know if it knows what that means. Flee.
Okay.
Away with you.
Yes. Go.
That's a 2.
Shoot.
So it is going to try to flee.
And it's blinded, so it's gonna run right into the gun hole.
And then we
then
go
it'll body
into-
flop.
Are you moving?
If I can move without being attacked by it. Still no? All right.
Yeah, not likely, but
Then I'm going to fire bolt. That one.
okay.
Just me, or is it still an A?
Yes, it is.
I said it correctly. There was a
No, it's
bolt, right?
there. We go.
that?
You just
What'd I
said
say?
it. Now say
It's a
fire.
20
Now-
something.
Now say fire.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Fire.
Say fire. Now say
Bolt. I'm failing to hear the difference here. Firebolt.
I can't wait for
A
you to
bolt.
watch the
A
playback.
bolt of lightning.
Yeah, you're saying it.
now say
Okay.
bolt of fire.
Firebolt.
What did you get for damage?
Oh.
Stop.
You fucking people. What are you hearing?
Yeah, the emphasis.
It's a vowel issue.
16.
Emphasis on the wrong syllable.
16 damage.
16 fire damage.
Okay. That one is new. But it looks like it's gonna jump.
Fucking
All right, and then anything else from Ayla?
No.
All right, Kai.
Oh, he's gonna try and take out this one that's still in front of him.
Okay.
Is it still blinded or no?
That one was never blinded.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that one
right.
got out of
It
it.
was
Yeah.
the one that was just too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Another nat 1.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I still get another black dice. And that's a 19 to hit.
That
Don't you-
hits.
19? Don't you get a?
I gotta start instituting
No,
some
it's if
kind
I
of
roll
nat 1 thing. Nothing happens when you
Oh,
guys roll.
We have
I
a
thought you
we
just
have
had
a
to roll the
deck
19.
of
No, I rolled a.
Yeah, I
critical
know.
fails.
Yeah. Yeah, your critical fails don't do anything to you guys. It's boring.
6, 7, 13
I like chaos, so
points.
I love that
damage.
13. All right. That one's gone. Just dead.
But see, the critical fails thing, it really hurts martial characters because isn't that how it's supposed to go? For like weapon attacks and stuff.
But
There's
but
like
if,
4 things for each card, I think.
Yeah, there's on the cards I have. It doesn't matter what it is. If you cast a spell, something could happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that one just flops over the side.
Nice.
What are you doing?
How'd you kill it? What'd you do with it?
Just
Lopped its head off.
quick and dirty.
beheading.
Took the head right off. Kai looks over, sees Kethra is all right. He's not even concerned with the one up high. He's just gonna go to the other side of the ship to see if
Make sure everybody's all right.
everyone is still kicking.
Okay.
Eldon just
We've
trying
got-
to hold up heavy ass Iolite.
Kethra.
I think we ask this every time there's water. Do
But see,
you
I love
sink
it
or do
because,
you
like,
swim?
I love the fact that Iolite is, in all her pictures, she's like pretty svelte, like she's like athletic, but she weighs like a ton of fucking bricks.
Oh yeah.
Is that, can she tread water or no?
Yeah, she can swim canonically. It's not well.
So these guys are gonna flee. I guess to kind of speed it up. I guess is there any distance things that anybody's gonna try to do on these folks? There are others in the water, but it looks like they've all been told to move on.
You're gonna take a pot shot at the.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Kai is bloodthirsty, no
They're
pun
gonna
intended.
jump off, or he's gonna flop off. This one's gonna jump right off, so he would probably get under the water. Can't see them.
Sniper shot with the Eldritch Blast.
They're all gone on here. There's others that are like jumping and whatever because this was
from the hidey hole.
If possible, I'd throw a rope down.
No, look, there's a rope right there.
I don't know if Desi can see it.
Yeah. Let me roll for Desi. No, he's struggling. This really blinded him. Good. So we'll say that the creatures all like it gets quiet. There's no more banging on the bottom of this ship, and you see the storm cloud that Fernilli had summoned. It begins to dissipate. Everyone, like the captain.
Is dead.
The crew is like
Blinded.
recovering from the blindness. So you see Astrom's End, a couple of the folks that seem like they know what they're doing, Yuri being one of them, they run up and they start trying to help. And the next like 10-15 minutes of time is everybody trying to get the ship like under control. The suns have set at this point, like over the course of that 10 minutes or so, and so they're doing it sort of in the dark and trying to do what they can to make sure that everything goes well. And eventually, we'll say another 15-20 minutes goes by as everyone's calming down and people's vision starts coming back.
I mean, it only lasts a minute.
Oh, okay.
If it doesn't, if you don't do another wisdom save.
Okay, so
It came back a while ago.
so they get it back. They are still recovering from it. Like
They're seeing the dots.
yeah.
Massive migraines.
But the captain is just like, good job, everyone. This is exactly what we're talking about. We're going to have some of our folks fix up what was done, the damage done by the giant shark at the bottom there. But good job.
Got a little jersey there, Cap.
Your woven fates and Astrom's End, we're glad to have you all. Fantastic. We're going to be in good hands this entire journey.
Once everything is calmed down, when Kai sees that everyone is alright, he's immediately going to go into the bunk room, away from everyone else.
Puts a sock on the door.
Desi goes over to Ayla. You have your 10 minutes, is it, that it goes away? All right. So once you're back to your normal self, he's like, that was awesome. Good job. High five.
How are your eyes?
Yeah, they're fine. That was really, really bright.
Yes, this wand is broken. It was given to us by some sort of parallel dimensional traveler person. They left a note. It was very weird, and it has never worked, but it's very pretty, so I did not want to get rid of it.
I mean, it seemed like it worked. It just seemed like it did something I guess you weren't trying to do, but that's...
No, I was trying to shoot a large ball of fire at it.
Oh, well.
The manual says I can do that.
Well, I mean, I couldn't see, so if that's what you were trying to do too, that worked. Good job. High five.
Please tell me he's still seeing spots.
Just misses.
Yeah, as it gets... Oh, we'll address one thing. So the captain looks as Theratrix is standing on the deck, and she is like, Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we have here?
Pets are an extra fee.
Ayla, is this yours?
He is not
Tip-
mine.
As
Typically, we like to see a collar or something on. Although it looked like it was maybe a battle monster.
pocket monster, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
He is
Eldon's
not
gonna
mine.
walk over.
He has
to-
outgrown the collar.
He's gonna walk over to Theratrix and get on a knee, and just grab him like behind the jar and just pull him close, like head to head.
Theratrix like leans in. You actually see the rest of the crew and other people that are on the ship. They all kind of gather around a little bit, and you hear questions like, "Is he gonna attack us? Is he all right? Is he harmful?" Like,
I don't think he eats. He won't take up eating space.
Ask him yourself. And when I do that, I'll use a spell slot and change him to his winged form.
okay. Everybody's like, "Oh," steps back for a second. Theratrix is big for a dragon that nobody would have ever seen before. And the captain is like, "Oh, all right. I mean, it looked like, so this is all part of your thing, your group.
He's one of us.
Okay. I think we've gotten lucky, even more lucky then. That's pretty cool.
This is Theratrix.
Nice to meet you, Theratrix." And then they spend the rest of the
You say
evening.
Theratrix. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
The rest of the
obliged.
evening, people kind of gathering around Eldon and Theratrix, and asking a bunch of questions, and everybody just kind of taken aback by the fact that there's a dragon on the ship. And that is where we will end night 3 on the Tally Ho.
Yay!
We're all like, we want to keep playing, but it's our fault that we
our
never play
fault.
long enough
I
because
know,
we
but
don't. We
come on,
start
talk
late
about-
Can we
each
get
time.
in another like
We
I
blab.
know, I
half
didn't
hour.
ask.
We need to like set
send a message?
strict
I
We'll all
need
timers.
chip. We'll
earlier.
chip in. We'll chip in for the hour.
Well,
Does
the,
everyone
No.
else get here?